Turn the lights low. Chat, wake up. Ashes in the building. From the smoke. From the flame. Watch her rise again. Screen like glow on the stream stars now. Chat moving fast and the whole crowd loud. From the ash she built that throne. Now the whole damn internet knows that zone. 808 boom, let the baseline breathe. Every move she make, got the whole chat freeze. Control her steady, yeah, the aim so clean. Queen of the lobby and defeated scene. They thought the fire would burn her out. Now the flame just circle around. Turn a spark to a raging storm. Every stream, not a legend born. Lights flash, countdown begin. Chest spamming fire when she logs in. From the smoke, she steps in the scene. Now she's rising like a gaming queen. From the ashes, she rise. Fire in her eyes. Stream going online tonight. Whole chat glowing bright. Ashes in the sky tonight. Watch the flames ignite. When the stream goes online, yeah, the legend arrives. When the stream goes online. Check 1, 2, energy loud. Ashes pull up, now the whole crowd proud. No fear in the lobby, no slowing the pace. Every challenge get burned in place. Fire on the pixels, glow on the screen. Turning every moment to a highlight scene. From the grind to the crown she climbs. Every stream another victory time. Yeah, the chat go out when the beat drops low. When Ashes step in, it's a full pyro. Show we move calculated and bold. Every play another story told. Smoke in the sky, flames in the night. Every stream moment, legend inside. Rise from the spark, rise from the flame. Ashes forever, remember the name. And Ashes she rise. Fire in her eyes. Stream going online tonight. Whole chat glowing bright. Ashes in the sky tonight. Watch the flames ignite. When the stream goes online, yeah, the legend arrives. When the stream goes online, yeah, the legend arises. Ashes, ashes, stream going online. Ashes, stream going online. From the ashes, she rises. She rises.
Yo. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know. As soon as you guys tell me if you can hear me, I will get started. You guys, let me open something really quick here. Managers here. Roll call. Everybody, it's time for roll call. Make sure we'll take roll call, okay? Let me know if you're all here for roll call. And then we'll get this show on the road, okay? Okay. I just need a clipboard. I have one somewhere. Okay. Gamer of the DM. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you for stopping in. Let me just get something pulled up here. How's everybody doing? Roll call, everybody. Let me give a shout out to Miko Chan for the intro song. A lot of people sent me intro song, or not a lot of people, a couple people sent me multiple intro songs, and I like a lot of them, but this one just hit a certain way. I don't know what it was, but I just love it so much. So shout out Miku. Let me see. Okay, I just needed to get some things pulled up here so I can shut this down, or close that tab I'm at. And let's get started. Okay, so if you weren't here last night we kind of we reviewed multiple clips that were about Keemstar. And a lot of it was like older stuff. Nothing like recent, because I personally want to know, like, how Keem is where he is today. So last night we reviewed a couple clips that highlighted a lot of stuff, but I took Huggy's advice and I watched I watched a Keem documentary. It's 2 hours long, but okay, before you guys freak out, here's the issue. No, not issue. Here's the thing. The thing is that this documentary, it's a lot more information. Like, there's a lot more information in it, and it kind of like explains more than the ones that we went over last night. And very interesting, I will say. Very, very interesting. And I'm just kind of like, I was speechless many, many times when I was listening to this documentary. Now, most of the information in this documentary is where Keem began, like from the very beginning of DJ Killer Keemstar. It's very, very interesting. And I just kind of want to wait for a couple more people to get in here, just because I know that there's a couple people that don't really know the history, and they were very interested, and they wanted to hear more about it. So just wanted to wait for a couple people. How's everybody's day? Everybody have a good Thursday? Thirsty Thursday? Oh, lots of crazy things are happening in the LCU, huh? Lots of crazy things. Lots of crazy things are going on. Let me see. How's everybody doing today? I'm sorry, I'm just trying not to roll call hostile. You are late. You get a late slip. Late slip. Troll, hand or fill out his late slip. Fill out his late slip. Fill out his late slip. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's see. I just wanted to wait for a couple more people. And just look at a couple things. All right. So, we are going to. That was Miko Chan. Miko Chan. I'll just follow it. So the intro song was made by Miko. Hey, Mazer. Hey, Mazer, did you get to see any of the clips that I went over yesterday? I know that you get around the YouTube streets, so I just wanted to know. If you seen any of the clips that we went over yesterday, and if you knew any of the lore, because they were interesting. But anyway, So the documentary that I watched, like I said, I want to emphasize, I took Huggy's advice. Oh, Huggy bullied me. I just didn't know if you knew like the Keem lore, like I'm trying to think like the introduction to Keem, like how he became this internet whatever you want to call him. You can pick your own words or your own word for him. But like I said, Huggy did recommend that, you know, I probably should watch the videos before just so I know when to pause and all of that, which I get it. I mean, I do like to react like with like genuine, like my genuine reaction, but I did watch this documentary. It is 2 hours long. However, I will listen to it on 1.25 speed like I do. And it's very, very interesting. Like I said, multiple moments made me kind of speechless. So again, this is older. So like this is like Keem from the very beginning. So we're learning who Keemstar is and how he got to where he is today. Oh, Mazer. Oh. I'm on the nice list, right? Not on the naughty list. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm on the nice list. Okay, so let me pull it up. I have to remain on track, guys. Now, I did fix. No. Oh, no. You have not. And I adore you for that because you crack me up when you go at people. It's so fucking funny. Like tonight in the lolcow live chat, the super chat you said, I was fucking dying. It made me laugh so much. It was so funny. But no. You're a good egg, but like you can really roast people. It's so funny. It's so freaking hilarious. It makes me laugh. All right. I'll just hide that for now. Okay. And the TTS, I just want you guys to know, whoopsie, I'm hitting buttons. I think I fixed it. So you can see I think I made it to where you can see the text on the screen. And you'll be able to hear it. I think I got it. We'll see. Maybe. Okay, wait. Let me just do a test one just because I just want to know. Okay, here's a test. You guys let me know if you hear it. I just want to know if it works like on the actual live stream. I just want to know. So I'll just test it. I gotta find the gosh darn. Okay. Now this is like a random one. Okay, custom. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Alejandrina tipped $1. Howdy, my name is Bill.
Please tell me you guys heard that. Please tell me you guys heard that. That's so... And you will get a point. If you can tell me what that TTS voice, like what it reminds you of or what it makes you think of. But I do... So you've seen it and heard it. See, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I'm getting a little bit better every day. A little bit better. Not much, but definitely better. Okay. Let me close that. All right. So let's get this party started here. All right. Let me. Okay. So McKenna, you win. You win. Exactly. Exactly. When I heard that TTS voice, I was like, it takes me back to like the beginning of LOLCal Live and Queens. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to pick that freaking voice because I like it's so. Yes, as soon as I heard that, I was like, I have to have that one. It takes me back. It takes me back. Okay. What's that? Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's about to be beef in the chat. Beef in the chat. No, you guys crack me.
Hostile Hooves tipped $3.33.
Why didn't I
Mazer
hear it?
is not on mic cause he's gotta be
Mazer
quiet.
is not. Did you
9
guys hear
p.m. is
that?
his
Why didn't I
bedtime and
hear
hims
it?
get sleepy. By the way, is your dog snoring? Oh yes.
Do I have to
Mazer
get mad?
is a hoe.
Please tell
Voice
me you
is
guys
like
heard
LCU.
that. Because I sure didn't hear it. I'm going to have a BF. I'm going to have a BF. Oh, you guys hear it? What the hell? Okay, well, at least if you guys hear it. I must have. I got a new pair of headphone thingies, so I must have did something. I must have screwed something up. Okay, if you guys heard it, wonderful, I guess. Because like that's what happened to me the other time. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you know, hold on. Let me just see one. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna read it. Hold on. Okay. I wanted to fix it because I want to hear it. Okay, let me go read it. Mazer is not on mic because he's got to be quiet. 9 p.m. is his bedtime and hims gets sweepy. By the way, is your dog snoring? Yes. Yes, my dog is snoring. You know? Oh, sorry. Okay, by the way, is your dog snoring? Oh, yes. Mazer is a hoe. Voice is like LCU. Either way, the TTS settings are working. Everything else for this. Yeah. Troll, you are like my freaking savior. Hooves do you? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Listen, Mazer has been on one today. I've seen him in so many chats and he has been just tearing shit up. And it's funny to me. It's funny to me. Okay. Okay, let me get back. Yes, I do. I do have pugs. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So if you hear snoring, yes. One's on my lap and then the other one's down on the bed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let me get back on track. Okay. Everything right. Okay. Is it in properties or is it wait. Or wait. Hold on. Okay, so is in what? All right, troll. Where do oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry. I try not to. Okay, that's that. Okay. Let's see where to change, like, so I could hear it, but hold on, let me see. You know what? Hold on. You guys, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, let me see. You know, because if like, so here's my thing is if I'm watching this video, I want to be able to hear the ding so I can pause it. Oh. I feel like I have everything fixed, and then when I come on here, it's like, oh my God, I feel like a friggin' dumbass. All right. Well, it looks good to me. Hold on, let me try one more thing. Sorry, people. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I don't like want to sit here and just like have, you know what, I think I fixed it. Okay. All right, I think I fixed it. We'll see. We'll see. I think I fixed it. I went into the settings. I went into the settings. Okay, so real quick. I went, and then I promise we will get started. We will get started. I went into the OBS like main settings, and I went to audio, and I went to advanced monitoring device, and I changed it to my new headphones. So hopefully that'll work. Hopefully I will hear it. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right. I think that will fix it. But you guys crack me up. I can't even. Okay. So let me just say that this video is 2 hours long. However, I listen to things on 1.25, and I did get the soundboard. I have it on my computer. I just haven't added it to my OBS yet because I still need to add sounds. I had to do lots of chores today. So, you know, I didn't get around to adding it to my OBS, but I will do that for the next stream. And I need to figure out how to like add sounds to it and stuff like that. So, okay. This video is the very beginning of Keem up until probably it's 2026, probably like a year or two before LolCal Live actually started. So we are going to get the lore of, yes, Huggy, what's up? Before I get started, yes, what's up? Because I didn't play the video yet. So I didn't start yet because I've been messing around with my bullshit. Huggy. A lot. Are you serious? How many? I have like a handful. Because I like to change it up because like usually if I'm like working, Savage posted a video. Uh-oh. Ooh, do I need to check it out? What is it? Okay, okay. Let's see, take a looky. Okay, what? Oopsie, that was another video that I have saved here. Okay, we're not watching that one right now. I need to go find Savage. Tech goes IRL. Uh-oh. Is this the one that you mean? Tech goes IRL on Amberlynn. Is that the one? Okay, breaking news. This must have happened tonight. Okay, everybody, are we ready for this? Let me share. Well, let me find. All right, guys, are we ready? Ooh, what is this? Uh-oh. Okay. Savage posted a video. All right, let's see.
I'm sorry. Fupa hates my guts. She has said the worst things possible to me, and I still want to work with her.
I literally told her I hope Emily gives her her season finale.
She told me she wanted me dead.
I hope Emily gets reported to the fucking nursing board.
All right.
Yeah. And if you leave, we're
if you don't
dragging
fire
it.
Tech for that, then I will never step foot in this LCD
Never
again.
step in again. I'll leave the show.
And you know what?
I don't
That
give a fuck.
contract
I don't want to
fucking
work with
signed,
you.
I'll rip it to shreds. What
Tech.
you just did is worse than anything Savage has ever done.
Nah.
Got fired for anything.
Team publicly said you're.
Hold up. What the hell am I getting brought into? Fuck that universe.
Savage. I love Savage.
Don't be throwing my name out, Big Back. We're not gonna do that. No, sir, no, ma'am.
I like it. So I like that.
I ain't do half the shit that I got blamed for.
I love that. I love
Girlfriend's not off
that.
Anything
limits
worse
anymore.
than Scooter.
I
I've
know.
never done.
Heck, come on. That's like, come on.
Keem.
Way too far.
I said on a stream that I
Fire
was a victim
him,
of rape,
bitch,
right?
you
I'm a
won't.
sexual
Clip
assault.
that and send it to
I
me.
would never
Clip it and
force
send
a
it.
woman to do something she was uncomfortable with, and she's lying on my fucking name.
Does anybody know what's going on here? Does cuz I don't watch Bus cuz it's so goddamn boring. Can somebody fill me in on what the hell's going on? Cuz I'm just a little bit lost.
I have morals, right?
just
I have
fucked up.
standards, and she's trying to convince people that I forced a woman
He
to
ain't
do
gonna
something
do
against
nothing.
her will. Phrasing like that
He
is the
likes
biggest
ass
fuck you to
kissers.
me for
I
everything
agree
I
with
stand
you.
for.
I agree with you, but what you just did was like way too on the nose, too far.
We've
Come
had
on.
3 super chats read out that are exactly that same message. It's literally,
And
it's
every
happening in the
single-
chat.
Every single one of them super chats should be banned. That is what Scooter did.
No, did you tell me to do that? Is that a conversation we've had?
Actually, yes.
Find it.
Guys, we need to lower the temperature right now. Tech
All
went
right.
too far.
Yep.
Amber,
I need
Amber,
that clipped and sent to me personally.
Amber, you went too far. Come on. Everybody calm down.
What the hell?
I went too far?
Okay, what Tech was just describing me, like acting like, he's like doing R-word shit, like that's too far.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what really
I'm gonna tell you right here, that four-eyed motherfucker right there is still holding my docs and bragged about it, but guess what? Keem didn't do shit about that either, because he don't give a fuck about nobody but his wallet. So yeah, you didn't never address that one. Just saying, you got Four Eyes over here who's a fucking doxer. Holding my docs and threatening me with it. But that's okay over there, y'all. Y'all know how it goes. It's okay over there.
happened. This is what really happened. It's a little bit of both. Amber didn't want to do the fucking test. He said, I'm not doing that. And then Tech said, yes, you are. Do you want to see the questions? He did say, yes, you are. But it wasn't like, I'm going to force you to fucking do it against your fucking will. She eventually came around and said, okay, fine, whatever.
The closest I would say is, yes, you should. I would never say, yes, you are. Keem knows. In every meeting we've had about me being on bus. Oh, what the fuck? Are you okay?
Tech, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Tech, do me a favor. Acknowledge that was too far. Walk that back.
No, actually, he deserves to be fired, and I swear I hope Jaffe kicks you the fuck out.
Eat my
you sick
ass.
freak.
Fuck
Jaffe's
you.
daughter deserves way better than
Oh,
you fucking
Keem, you know what
creep.
else she was doing in the VC? She was dragging my name saying I was a bad fucking partner. She was talking to the fucking, like, I think it was like 80 or 50 fucking people in the Buzz VC
This is
about how I'm
turning
a bad
into a
fucking
damn
partner for my
dumpster
girlfriend.
fire.
Yeah, because if you gaslight and lie this hard,
Yeah,
then
that
I
was-
know
that
you
was
do it to that poor
abusive.
little girl. She's how old and how old are you? You fucking sick freak.
She's
Oh.
turning 23 and I'm 29.
Fuck you, you fucking sick freak.
Was the girl that you showed the bikini of 15?
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Amber, was she 15? And you said, oh, show.
What the fuck? What?
Why? Amber, get out from under the damn cover. What the hell wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Did you watch us over there? Oh, fucking up Friday last week. Did you see us throwing blankets over us like that, being funny? Girl, are you a fan of the ship, honey? Oh Lord, look at there. Get out from under that damn cover. What's wrong with you, Amber?
Off your bikini.
I love Savage.
This is getting
She's so
ugly.
fucking
It is.
funny.
Game. I'm telling you, if she
Look.
took back the whole thing about me
It's
forcing her to do
free,
If he
something,
doesn't get
free.
fired, I'm outski.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Oh
Boogie.
God, Boogie's
Roll it.
here.
Boogie, just stop for a minute. Look, Tech is not a bad boyfriend to his girlfriend. All
Okay,
right.
you,
You know what? I wonder what size that blanket is. What size is that blanket to cover her big ass, y'all? Oh God, I can't. I can't.
Oh, like, why did my own video, like, what? Oh, why did my video pop up? That's weird. Okay. What? Can somebody tell me? I know. Hosta, I seen your picture and I'm not getting the switch out yet, okay? I'm not getting the ruler out yet. I don't need to yet. But what the hell is going on over there? All right, we might have to go see. I just wondered why my live stream is in my recommend, like, why? Like, that's just weird. Why would it recommend my own video to me? Okay, lolcow bus. Let's go see what's going on. Are they live? Yeah. Hold on.
God, we got 3 drunk men in one call.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. You know what? Never mind. I don't even care. I don't even care. If I'm being honest, I don't even care. Like, I can't stand it. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I can't stand that shit. It's just so annoying. Also, did Wings quit already? Oh, did you guys see Scooter's freaking thumbnail? You're not a narcissist, are you? No, I'm not. I am not a narcissist. No. My therapist, because you know what's funny is many times I had asked my therapist, I was like, am I a narcissist? And like after months of like us talking and having, because I would see him, I see him once a week for I think an hour. So like after a couple months of him seeing me, he was like, yeah, you're definitely no. So okay, sorry, you guys hostile. I'm gonna get the ruler. I have a ruler somewhere. And I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna start whapping your desk with it. Okay. So I feel like there was something else I wanted to see, but I don't think. Okay, so let's get into the 2-hour documentary. And like I said, I don't know if a lot of you know this. Oh my gosh, I can't with you guys. I can't. So, anyway, I don't know if a lot of you know like the lore like of Keem. And when I say lore, I mean like from the very beginning. Okay, McKenna, me too. Except I don't have popcorn, but I'll get some other things. But okay. Let me know. Type 111 in the live chat. Who knows where that reference comes from? Type 111 in the live chat. If you know the lore that goes way back, way back to like, wow, like over 20 some years ago. Do you guys know the Keem lore? Anybody? Are we alive out here? Is everybody alive? Do we have a pulse? Check your pulse. You want to put your 2 fingers right here. Make sure you have a pulse. If you have a pulse, let me know. Type 111 in the live chat if we have a pulse. Okay? All right. So, This documentary goes way back to the very, I said type 111. 111. Okay. Copper cab. McKenna, you should know this. Come on. Copper cab. Speaking of Copper Cab, he's back in the well, he was on Lolcow Wild yesterday and Lolcow Live. And I remember from when he used to do Ginger. 111. 111. Do we have a pulse, people? Do we have a pulse? I think you could check your neck too. 11. No. Stop it. Okay, so this documentary, and I'm sure that McKenna, why is she the only, she listens. The rest of you don't listen. Dang it. So this lore goes back way back. So we are going to learn together if we don't already know. We're going to learn tonight, right now. Okay. All right. I think I need to fix this. Hold on one second. Just so you all can see what the hell's going on here. Wait. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, are we all ready? Type 111 in the live chat if we are ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, 1.25. Do I have 1.25? Okay. This, again, for the 90th time, we are learning the history of killer DJ Keemstar. Here we go. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Or not hear me, hear it.
Killer Keemstar, formerly known as DJ Keemstar, as the name suggests, has been mixing himself into a large variety of dramas and controversies since his debut on YouTube in 2009. While he truly requires no introduction, we'll give him one anyway. Keemstar is known for a lengthy list of controversies, but most prominently, he is known for a history of being a bully, doxer, false predator accuser, and hater of Alex, just to name a few. The list of these labels is so long that it has prompted expose after expose on Keemstar. Any single one of these may have caused an inexperienced creator to leave the internet. But Keemstar, throughout it all, has persisted. Not purely fueled by money, but kept going through a combination of passion and spite, which is a very dangerous combination. And it is why so many creators have both a hatred of Keemstar and his actions, but also a respect and understanding of them. So in a strange way, Keemstar's toxicity is what keeps him afloat for many reasons. But not now that his view counts are falling. Though that is just a surface level observation, as there are many more moving parts to the machine that is Keemstar. Something that can't be fully covered within a few minutes time, which is why we'll go through the many rises and falls of Keemstar. But first, a message from this video's sponsor.
No.
Join 6 million others,
No.
including myself, by getting Atlas VPN. Stops ads and malware and notifies.
I fucking hate that shit.
So click the link in the description
No.
and help support Keemstar was and who he frankly still is. We'll need to understand.
Okay.
To get a better understanding of who Keemstar was and who he frankly still is, we'll need to understand who he was before YouTube and his job working collections at an attorney's office. To start, and to oversimplify it, someone working legal collections is typically working over the phone, contacting those who owe money.
Quick thing. So yesterday, I know, because everybody in the chat, McKenna, I don't remember if you were here yesterday or not, but we went over, I hate ads too. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads, but it's this video, this person had to do their, in today's sponsor of this video, you know, blah, blah, blah. But yesterday we went over a couple videos and it highlighted a lot of what's in this, but in this video, it explains it in a lot more detail.
And haven't been making payments. At this job, you at times listen to other stories on how they accumulated their debt, and whether these stories come across as idiotic or heart-wrenching matters not. The bottom line is, you need these people to pay the money that they owe, so it's not an easy job for most people. Which is why, at least the large companies of 250 plus employees have large annual turnover rates of 75 to 100%. But we are working with the assumption that Keemstar worked in a smaller office where the stress of such a job was more manageable. Regardless, this is a job that he started in his early 20s and retained for around 8 years. This was a job that Keemstar...
Do you have a link? I think you can post a link in the chat. Bionics. I knew you're late for roll call. Do you know that you're late for roll call? You're late for roll call. Troll, we need a slip. We need a slip. Foozy. I mean, I did watch this and it's very informative, but I didn't know that only mod. Well, I think I like went into my YouTube settings today. I feel like people put them in the corner. Okay. Wait, Foozy. Hold on. Let me see here. What is it? Hold on. Now that one, I mean, oh, that's from 7 years ago though. Use the video reviewed. So the issue is that what? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm laughing. Okay, sorry. Hello? Wait a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
What's up?
So cool. I'm only jumping up for a second. I'm not gonna derail you, okay?
Okay.
Use the shit you've reviewed.
Oh, okay.
Don't let people in your chat tell you what to review. You already know what you're about to watch.
Yeah.
And you know what you have an idea what's about to happen.
Okay.
So you use the videos you reviewed. This is your channel. That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Get back on it.
Okay, bye. Aw. I like him. He's nice. I have so many nice people here. I'm just waiting for some a-holes to pop in. Okay. Well, I'll watch. I think I found the one that person was talking about. So I will watch that at a later time. But yeah, I'm gonna stick. Okay. All right, Bionics. I'm just gonna, sorry, just take it back like maybe a minute, because I know that you were even saying yesterday that you weren't aware of really like the lore, like the old lore, like very old lore, like from when Keem was like in his early 20s. This video provides a lot of detail. The ones that we watched yesterday, those were more of like a review type thing. Where the hell's my video? Hello? Are you there? Where the frick? Now I can't even find my damn... Oh, that's so funny. What the hell? Now my shit's not wanting to work. Like, why? Hold on. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So this is from the, like, this is from, like, in yesterday's video, we learned that Keem, when he was in his early 20s, he was a debt collector type thing. Sir, not a debt collector. He worked in accounting or something. I don't know. But it's like, it's so interesting. Okay, here we go.
Help support the channel. Add over back Frankly's office. To start, and to oversimplify it, someone working legal collections is typically working over the phone, contacting those who owe money and haven't been making payments. At this job, you at times listen to other stories on how they accumulated their debt, and whether these stories come across as idiotic or heart-wrenching matters not. The bottom line is, you need these people to pay the money that they owe, so it's not an easy job for most people. Which is why, at least the large companies of 250 plus employees have large annual turnover rates of 75 to 100%. But we are working with the assumption that Keemstar worked in a smaller office where the stress of such a job was more manageable. Regardless, this is a job that he started in his early 20s and retained for around 8 years. This was a job that Keemstar should have never really gotten at all because it required a college degree. But he lied during his interview and said he went to college, so he got it anyway. It was later found out that he lied, but he was so good at his job that they decided to keep him on anyway. But not only was Keemstar good at a job where he claimed you had to leave your heart at the door, he was the best at it, stating that he was the number one agent
I was on
in his
mute.
office.
Really?
Typically, these jobs are commission-based and pay in relation to performance, so he was most likely making a large sum of money. This, mixed in with his side job of DJing on weekends, meant that he was earning a healthy living for himself. Enough.
So he worked at an attorney's office and he was a DJ on the side. See, like, I feel like I heard that he used to be a DJ, but like, McKenna, did you know this? Do you know the lore? Do you know the lore? And high ice goat 12V. I'm assuming that that means 12 volt. And just before, because I want to see if McKenna knows like the lore from like a long, long time ago. The dude who calls one. So, shit, I lost my freaking train of thought. Gosh, damn it, darn it. I fucking hate when I do that. Oh, so I knew that he, I think I knew that he used to DJ, but then like to hear like you're supposed to have a degree, but he lied during his interview.
To support a family, as around 2008, he got the news that he was having a baby. Though it was ultimately a celebration that spurred a chain of events that brought him to YouTube, it wasn't the celebration of the newfound parental status. It was instead the celebration of a $2,000 bonus check he received from his job. This check influenced Keemstar to take some friends out drinking, and when he returned home, he hopped on his Xbox 360 to play a match of Halo 3. As Keemstar did for enjoyment, he flung various insults at the other players in the lobby that was further drawn out into the match. A typical night in the life of Keemstar, almost as regular as any other night. Well, that's the way it seemed at first. The following day, Keemstar began receiving messages through Xbox Live.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny?
His confusion on the matter only grew when the amount of these random messages grew in size. Curious, Keemstar decided to investigate the source of these messages, and about a week since that initial match, he found that someone in his lobby recorded the match and Keemstar's smack talk along with it.
I feel like I'm a fucking gorilla with a fucking baseball bat fighting a retard with a spoon. This is fucking boring as hell. I'd rather fucking teabag a bear trap. Oh my God.
With the video garnering over 20,000.
So let's keep that in mind. That is something that jumped out to me and I was like, what? So when he would go home, so this kind of, to me, it seems like this whole YouTube thing was on accident. And I say that because it said that the person who he was playing with recorded this and posted it somewhere. So this got posted on accident. Like, Keem didn't post this himself. It was this happened like all on accident. I thought that was interesting.
1,000 views, it sent Keemstar into somewhat of a panic. Enough so that he contacted this YouTuber known as Dranker to ask him to take the video down because Keemstar was fearful of losing his job over what he said online, which provides us an interesting look into the commonalities and differences to YouTube then and now. In current YouTube, many content creators are better at presenting the best aspects of themselves online while also being careful not to expose their less favorable traits. This is common human nature, as people typically want their best selves to be represented no matter the situation. But it is intensified on YouTube. Keemstar back then was no exception in wanting the video taken down. But here's where it gets interesting. Keemstar had no knowledge that people were creating these types of YouTube videos, nor did he ever have an interest in becoming one of them. To add to this, because he was recorded without his knowledge, Keemstar was immediately a more toxic but genuine form of himself. He did not have an opportunity to expose himself to the internet as he wanted, but was thrust upon it in a more natural way. Another part that makes his beginnings unique is that he never struggled to get views or really build up an audience. But going back to wanting the video taken down, he was embarrassed about it, until Dranker convinced him that he was one of, if not the funniest trolls he met on Halo 3, and invited him to join him and other trolls in the creation of more of these types of videos where beyond smack talk, playing various different characters, or harassing female gamers, they would kill other random team members, basically doing whatever they could to get a reaction out of someone in the game and troll them. The group that Keemstar took part in was known as FAG, which stands for Federation of Asshole Gamers, who mainly posted on another channel known as Halo Funtage. Though this started as a hobby of sorts, it immediately grasped Keemstar's interests, or rather DJ Keemstar as he was known at the time. Because as Keemstar later stated, due to his childhood where he grew up on a dairy farm, there was always a part of him that wanted to avoid a life full of manual labor, and had
You know, and that was another thing that I learned, is that Keem grew up on a dairy farm. That's just like, to hear that's like, really?
DJ Keemstar as he was known at the time. Because as Keemstar later stated, due to his childhood where he grew up on a dairy farm, there was always a part of him that wanted to avoid a life full of manual labor, and had dreams of becoming an entertainer, but mostly had a primary goal of avoiding that farm life, which brought him to the attorney's office. And now with this newfound opportunity, he could fulfill both aspects of his childhood dream, especially considering that Machinima, a YouTube network that partnered creators, offered him a spot as a director. To expand on this, 2009 YouTube and YouTubers had little to no expectation of making money, and their video creation hobbies were mostly fueled by passion. But when networks like Machinima started making their way through YouTube, they gained extra power by seeking out talent and contracting them by allowing ads to be placed on their content for a cut of the revenue. So creators can go from making nothing to just a little bit of money, as long as networks like Machinima took a cut when it was posted to the Machinima channel. And as luck may have it, Keemstar was one of the gaming creators to be a director on the Machinima channel, with the earliest video I personally found on their channel going all the way back to July of 2009, only 5 months after Keemstar's debut on YouTube. As for Keemstar's channel, or channels, this part gets a bit murky because it was so long ago and there is little documentation of this time. While DJ Keemstar seems to have been his main channel, established on March 12, 2008, there were many other channels that may not have been his own, like Keemstar Nation, DJ Keemstar, and DJ Keemstar for the win. Though there may have been other undiscovered channels, these seem to be the most prominent ones, with DJ Keemstar seemingly even having a Red Bull sponsor. Though Keemstar and his group received widespread support, there was always those that doubted the legitimacy of their videos and were accused of scripting their content. To counter this, still in 2009, Keemstar and friends began streaming first on Justin TV, which is now known as Twitch. A little fun fact is, according to Keemstar, on his very first livestream, he got 300 concurrent viewers. But still, he further experimented and went to Ustream. Then finally, he stayed on Blog TV and created an account on December 27th.
You know, I will say, and part of me doesn't even like to admit this, but yes, Bionics, are you not paying attention? Do I have to get the ruler out? Were you not paying attention? Were you not paying attention? Yes, I'm trying really, really hard. Hello, Daniel Wolf. Doing wonderful tonight. No, I know you were late, but it said earlier that he was a DJ, or it was either earlier in this video or it was in one of the videos last night. But it did say that he was a DJ. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it said in this. Now I have to see. I know, where's Miko? Miko! Shout out Miko, because he my intro song, Miko made it, and it's fire. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, where's that part? Wait a minute. Keemstar's beginnings. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm at what? We're at 10. Now look. Ready? Ready to see? Hold on. I just have to know. Hold on.
But we are working with the assumption that Keemstar worked in a smaller office where the stress of such a job was more manageable. This was a job he lied to. He was so good at his game that you had to leave your heart at the door. He was the best at it, stating that he was the #1 agent in his office. Typically, these jobs shows that he was having a baby. Though it was ultimately a celebration that spurred a chain of events that brought him to YouTube, it wasn't the celebration of
it was somewhere. I know it was.
The bottom line, protecting those who.
I feel like I need to know. I feel like I finished high school, but where I went to school, I got to miss my senior year because I was working. I went to a technical school. So I was learning a trade and I was working in that trade. So I just went to work and I didn't have to go to school. So I missed my whole senior year. I hated school. Okay, I know. Okay, we're getting back in track. Okay, we're getting back on. Okay, I'm locked in. Let me lock in. Here we go.
Viewers. But still, he further.
But yes, to confirm, he was a DJ on the side. On the side when he was working at that attorney's office or whatever.
Experimented and went to Ustream.
Hello, Zachary Ludlow. Your name looks familiar.
Then finally, he stayed on Blog TV and created an account on December 27, 2009, where only 4 days after joining, his page was the 5th most subscribed for that week. And in 6 months' time, he was the most subscribed person on Blog TV, surpassing other content creators like Phil DeFranco and Shay Carl, because Keemstar, ever since his inception, was always very interactive and made his name well known through the dramas he caused and or joined in. Whether the outcome was negative or positive, usually the former, the person he interacted with would usually talk about Keemstar on their own platform, which would drive curious viewers to pop in on Keemstar's livestream and further boost his views. This drama and Keem's unrelenting energy meant that he was getting on average 3,000 concurrent viewers per livestream. But this popularity is an exchange, or rather only one side of the coin. His dedication to gaming entertainment and the money it brought in allowed him to quit his $70,000 a year job at the attorney's office. But then again, it meant that Keemstar was now fully reliant on whatever it was he was doing online to support his family. But toxicity breeds toxicity, and with the numbers of enemies stacking, he ran into many roadblocks that may have deterred or even ended other content creators' careers. First, in May of 2009, Halo Funtage, FAG's collective channel, was successfully mass flagged and banned for what is assumed to be harassment, which then prompted the creation of its successor, Halo A-Holes, which was widely more successful than its predecessor for one massive reason. Beyond getting more subscribers in a month than Halo Funtage did in a year, according to Keemstar, Halo A-Holes was the 5th ever gaming channel to be partnered with YouTube. So no longer did Keem have to post on the Machinima YouTube page to make revenue. The contributors of Halo A-Holes now had their very own monetized channel, which was for several months in a row in the top 10 highest growing channels, at least in terms of subscribers, with Keemstar as the group's most recognized figure. There are many things that can be pointed at and made an example of how drastic YouTube has changed. Halo A-Holes is a great example, as it's a channel purely based on what appears to be content surrounding the online trolling or harassment of others for entertainment, all while incorporating the most vulgar insults that the mind of Daniel Keem can create. But in the eyes of 2010 YouTube, this was perfect. Perfect, let's monetize it. But in truth, YouTube was not a company that would be hurt much by the spread of this content that mainly focused on Halo 3 and now Modern Warfare 2. While Modern Warfare 2 could be played on PlayStation or Xbox, Halo was solely a Microsoft IP, and with Microsoft wanting to ship its online multiplayer experience as friendly and expand further into the growing consumer base that sought online gaming, it had to reshape and crack down on the negative, toxic reputation that online gaming was getting. And what a better way to staunch the flow of hate than to go after the biggest figures perpetuating it, like DJ Keemstar. As fans were quick to notice, he was banned from Xbox Live.
I'm literally being harassed. I'm recording all this. I'm going to fucking work. I'm not a little fucking kid. I'm an adult. I'm an adult that knows a lot of fucking people. And I'm fucking suing, and I'm making everything public. Everything public. Everyone's gonna know step by step what has been happening to me. You know what I think it is? I think they're mad. I think the enforcement team's a little mad because I stuck up for myself. because they have a system in place that allowed my account to get shut down. I kept getting my accounts locked. So they weren't fixing my problem. So I upload a video and tell people, look, if they're not going to fix my problem, then make the problem worse until they do fix it. All right? What are you guys, butthurt enforcement team? Because of your policies? I'm the fucking victim here.
While the logical response for someone in Keemstar's field to be able to continue to do what he was doing would be to make another account and continue trolling, it wasn't that simple. As whenever you are banned from Xbox Live, not only does it strike your gamertag, but also your entire Xbox. So to get back into trolling, Keemstar would need to purchase an entirely new Xbox, which is what he did. And that one got banned, so he bought another and another as it kept on getting banned. But Keemstar did not hold on to these consoles. He returned them, stating that they didn't work, which to some extent was the truth, and to avoid suspicion amongst the retailers he was returning.
McKenna, that's why that's one of the reasons why I'm going over all this, because I like I'm assuming that a lot of us don't know all of this. So it's very like interesting to watch this, and it's like he's been like this forever.
During these consoles too, he alternated stores to continue essentially borrowing Xboxes from them. But even this proved too much to maintain, as Keemstar was usually allotted about 1 hour of stream time before what was deemed to be a moderator working on Microsoft to skim Block TV for any rule-breaking content banned his account, leaving Keemstar without gameplay for the rest of the livestream. Again, luckily for Keemstar, there was a perfect alternative that suited his style of entertainment, and that was Battlecam, a live streaming website launched in March of 2010 where two streamers were pitted against each other and whoever formulated the best insults and won the audience's favor.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at I can't. When I see this, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Was voted up by them, while the loser was voted down and had to regain their position in the roster by frankly performing better, with the ultimate objective to appear at the top of the website and defend your position. But Keemstar had a very, very large advantage, and that was he was already established. So what he did to dominate the website was begin streaming on Battlecam, something anyone can do, but he was also streaming on Block TV at the same time, and had his audience on Block TV go to Battlecam and
McKenna, oh my god, I feel like you and I, like everything you type, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I relate to that like 1,000,000%. Like, oh my gosh, it's like I would like that is something that I would say. That's so funny.
continually vote him up. So whenever Keemstar pleased, he could be at the top of this website. Though this could be seen as an unfair advantage, and even grounds for termination on Battlecam for some, for the owner of the website, eccentric billionaire Alki David, it was just some extra promotion. So him and Keemstar became friends very quickly, solidified by Keemstar's new moderator status on Battlecam. And with this power, one could liberally put channels on a lower position or put them in the front of the line, which is known as starting someone. So one night, Keemstar hopped on Battlecam and was started, so he appeared in the front of the line, which made him seem like he was abusing his mod powers. But he quickly deduced who was starting him via the chat members flinging various Italian-based racial slurs towards him. These
There's
messages
Alex,
also include
right?
the name of another moderator known
That
as
guy?
Alex.
Yeah, Alex,
If
yeah.
it isn't obvious already, this led to arguably the most infamous clip on Keemstar on the internet. Because while frustrated, he went on Block TV to prove he wasn't abusing his moderator powers by showing he wasn't touching the keyboard and putting his hands up, and also called Alex that one racial slur
There's
that trumps
those
all others,
sunglasses.
while also encouraging his viewers to repeat it in the chat.
I'm okay. Fuck this. I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands up. I'm not starting my fucking self. You fucking stupid bitch. This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking Alex is doing this shit. You fucking. I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna find out. Yo, everybody type in the chat. Alex is a stupid. Just type in the chat. Alex is a stupid. Fuck him.
At first, this clip was well received as an effective attack on Alex, but as the internet changed, so did the people's perspectives on it. But that's not until much later. Fuck the Fans was an equally controversial clip making its rounds.
Okay. Quick pause. F the fans. F the fans. He still says that today. Just wait, it gets better.
Through 2010 YouTube that also shined a not so favorable light on Keemstar.
I think it's funny. I've been laughing for the last hour that your mom died of cancer. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I am in this for your money and your money only. That's all I care about. All right? I only do this show for money. That's it. All right? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you. Fuck the fans. No sarcasm, no joking. Fuck the fans. Thank you. I see there's a lot of debate. You know, is he joking? Is he being sarcastic or whatever? Of course I'm joking. You know what I mean? Like, cancer.
Yes. MSK up for that's that I don't know how to say that, but yes, I am learning the very beginning of Keem when how this all came about, his internet fame.
Cancer is a horrible thing, but it's not horrible enough. What I really mean is I hope you get cancer, and I hope you fucking live the last fucking month of your life every single.
And like, just wait. It's just a joke. I'm just trolling. It's like, I wasn't serious. Dude. Okay, like, I get it, but like, nobody's laughing.
Day,
At least
gasping
I'm
for a breath
not.
of air and living with the worst, horrible fucking pain of your life. For the last fucking time. Fuck the fans.
There are a few things that make Keemstar's frustration a bit more understandable in this situation. With the popularity of Keemstar's trolling content, as seen by the over 600 concurrent viewers on his livestream, fans have joined his game and effectively ruined his trolling as they were in on the joke. Keemstar also later states that this was a character called Evil Keemstar, where he talks down to the fans who he states were in on the joke. But this is most likely a farce, as he still says in the clip, no joking, no sarcasm, fuck the fans. This theory is reinforced by a lesser-known follow-up clip where Keemstar addresses his outburst.
Just sit in front of this computer. But I do spend a lot of time on this show, and it's ruined. So, I'm really sorry I said all that shit, but I almost mean it. I almost wish that you can... That's it.
So why would Keemstar be sorry if the viewers knew he was joking? He seemingly also made a channel 2 days later called Fuck the Fans, serving the purpose of opening fan mail. So whether you believe it was an annoyed Keemstar improperly remembering this event, or that he was actually playing a character and did not mean the things that he said, is up to you. The point of focusing on a rant with seemingly little significance is that it'll later be mentioned in the video. And this also highlights another difficulty in continuing his traditional trolling content. Not only were his fans session joining his game and ruining his content while he was getting his Xbox accounts perpetually banned, his YouTube channels were also under attack. It was time for a change. If he wanted to continue to succeed, he needed something else. Something bigger. And that opportunity came with the pre-release of a small indie game known as Minecraft. Before Minecraft sparked a change of Let's Play culture and effectively launched hundreds of YouTubers' careers, it was a PC-exclusive game where those with consoles as their primary gaming system could only hope to have it available to them one day, and had to experience it through exponentially increasing videos covering it on YouTube. And with any given format, genre, or artist success, there will always be clones to fill in the demands where the original failed too. An example of this was FortressCraft, a Minecraft-esque game in development that was to be released on Xbox 360. But what it lacked was promotion, which is where Keemstar came in. He knew that there was a demand that needed to be met, and that he could act as the propelling marketing force to sell this game, to which he contacted the developers and offered to promote their game for ownership of half of their company, which the developers declined. That's when Keemstar offered them a 24-hour period of promotion to show the effectiveness of his influence and uploaded a FortressCraft trailer on his Halo A-Holes channel that got a little over 72,000 views in a week's time. And through his Twitter, he was able to get other gaming platforms to cover it as well. The developer was so impressed at Keemstar's performance, he offered him 30% of FortressCraft for continued promotion, which Keemstar agreed to.
Notch took another game and ripped it off and made Minecraft. Talk shit about my fucking game, FortressCraft, saying it's a ripoff and that FortressCraft could go suck a fucking dick.
The end result was FortressCraft selling an estimated 2 million copies. So it's safe to say that Keemstar made over $1 million from this deal. This was money that he needed desperately after a massive drop in revenue because he was unable to continue his trolling content. The problem was that Microsoft pays quarterly, which meant that he was anticipating a check in June while in March. So in 2 months, this got all the more serious when the developer of FortressCraft failed to fill out the paperwork in time, which meant that Keemstar's life-changing money was delayed by another couple months. But Keemstar still kept active and found other ventures to keep him.
Yeah, because he's bald. I would assume he was bald back then too.
Busy in the meantime. That's where Alfie
Right?
David and the Billionaires Challenge comes in. What was announced to be a pay-per-view event that pitted several Call of Duty YouTubers against each other to raise money for charity. An event that was helped put together by Keemstar that started in mid-2000.
We're learning a lot, huh? But does any of this really shock you? It's just like younger Keem. Yeah.
11, which at its peak got an alleged 100,000 concurrent viewers. The high turnout does not translate to the event.
Look at his hat. His hat says Keemstar. I wouldn't wear a hat with my with like I don't know, like I just feel like it's weird. I don't know.
Being a complete success, as the technical quality and the general organization left a general air of awkwardness throughout the production, which as you'd expect for a first-time production like this. But the next one substantially improved on this, though it was controversial for its own reasons. Still, it provided Keemstar with more experience and networking opportunities. Though he did make more friends, he did not make the money which he desperately needed, as he was now struggling financially to the point where he and his family were being threatened with an eviction from their apartment. It was so bad that he was in talks with his previous job at the attorney's office to come back. But that's when another opportunity was presented at him at just the right moment. An owner of a YouTube network contacted Keem and offered him deals similar to the one he made with the developers of Fortresscraft. And that was, you promote our network and we'll give you 50% of the revenue. They would even call it the Keemstar Network. On the surface, it sounds like a great deal. But when you get into the terms of how they wanted it promoted, it gets a bit suspicious. This network offered to partner anyone and showcase their videos on their channel so long as they got a $50 deposit as insurance to deter any trolls, or so they say. But Keemstar, needing the money and riding on the high of his success with Fortresscraft, gladly accepted and began promoting this network and immediately got around 50 people to enlist. But also, just as fast, got an email from GameStation that sent Keemstar into a panic.
No, it's not.
GameStation, later known as...
Nuh-uh. My hair is like down to like my tailbone. My tailbone, I think. Yeah, my hair goes, yeah, my hair is really long. You don't, please don't tell me you have long hair. No. Wait, you have long hair too? Nuh-uh.
As maker is the network that partnered his main channel, Halo A-Holes. But that was no longer the case, as they stated that Keem, taking these deposits, broke YouTube's terms of service. And Keem's channel was no longer partnered. To attempt to fix the situation, Keem immediately deleted the video, but by then, it was too late. It didn't take long for Keem's channel to be banned, and for his reputation to sink along with it. With little to no way to make amends, for a variety of reasons, finally hit Keemstar when he found out that the guy he was in talks with about the Keemstar network actually purchased the hacked multi-channel network through illegal means. If it wasn't before, it was now more than ever apparent that it was a complete scam that Keemstar fell for. To make matters worse, this person was also in charge of the PayPal Keem's viewers were throwing money into. So try as he might, Keem wouldn't be able to refund those who put money into the scam as he did not have the transaction history. And because Keem already soured his reputation as a troll, it made it hard to believe that he wasn't in on the scheme. So now not only was he still struggling financially, he lost one of his few sources of revenue. Beyond that, he lost a channel that he was working on building for over a year now, and all he could do at this point was wait for the Fortresscraft money to come in.
Can you guys hear my dog snoring? I thought it was funny because Hostile mentioned it earlier and asked if that was my dog snoring. So I just wanted to know like if the mic picks it up while I'm playing the video.
Sustaining himself through money he recently borrowed from his parents. But shortly after this loss, he gained a lot. The Fortresscraft money had finally come in. So seemingly overnight, Keem went from pinching pennies and nearly getting evicted to becoming a millionaire. This spurred a spree of new purchases like a new house and a new car that he paid for in cash. And
wait, I'm sorry. I got distracted. I need to... No, I can't. But I don't have headphones or earbuds in. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bionics, what the hell are you talking about? You can't deal with what near your ears? What are you talking about? You can't deal with what near your... Oh, dog snoring? Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Listen, I have my moments, but I get it. Okay, good. Thank you. Is anybody alive out there? Hello. I'm just kidding. I need to roll that back because I missed that part. Sorry.
In on the scheme. So now, not only was he still struggling financially, he lost one of his few sources of revenue. Beyond that, he lost a channel that he was working on building for over a year now, and all he could do at this point was wait for the Fortress Craft money to come in, sustaining himself through money he recently borrowed from his parents. But shortly after this loss, he gained a lot. The Fortress Craft money had finally come in. So seemingly overnight, Keem went from pinching pennies and nearly getting evicted to becoming a millionaire. This spurred a spree of new purchases like a new house and a new car that he paid for in cash, and began finding ways to invest his money. But even then, with all these new toys and more money that he knew what to do with, there was still a lingering feeling of defeat and the loss that came from it. Not necessarily in the sense of losing, but more so as he was unaware what to do with his life. So as Keemstar does, he found purpose and began planning a new endeavor. One that required a sort of partner to help him with the workload, and the most important part, the entertainment. He never found him, but he did find Only Use Me Blade, a Call of Duty commentary channel with around 500,000 subscribers at the time who was quite influential in his own right. Keem had a personal interest in him because while he was from the game community like Keem, his commentaries, through Keem's eyes, had thought-provoking topics outside of talking about his day or the gameplay on screen as you'd expect from a typical Call of Duty commentator. This project was a podcast, so thrown into the mix of shaping this podcast was Keem's recent addiction to Painkiller Already, a popular gaming podcast that, while it is gaming-themed, discussed a variety of topics. This gave us a bit of insight into how he envisioned his podcast and, in a sense, the future of his presence online. And after much pestering, Keemstar convinced Blade to co-host a new podcast with him. While Keemstar did all the editing and channel management, their split of the earnings was still 50-50, as that is what it took to get Blade on board. So on June 27, 2012, the Bad Kid Show YouTube channel was established and took a little over a week to get up to nearly 10,000 subscribers, mainly through promotion. As though Keem's previous main channel, Halo A-Holes, was banned for promoting a scam, he still had many other channels to advertise with. And just like PKA, Painkiller Already, the Bad Kid Show was a success, and to go back on PK's influence on the show and Keemstar, what Keem seemed to be inching to more and more was entertainment based largely around personality, more so than the content, and also a way to create a fluid audience. One that would not just follow Keemstar for his trolling content or his combativeness on Battlecam, but rather to follow him as a person. This is what the Bad Kid Show was. It was not only focused on gaming, but also to get a different, not always aggressive side of Keemstar's personality out there. And with Blade being a relaxed character, in contrast to Keem's aggression, but similar in his interests, made Blade a great host for the podcast. But Keem still wanted more out of it, and he finally found out what that something more was when he flew out Blade and fellow YouTube and high school friend, Scott Ken Martin, as a cameraman to record the most memorable of Keemstar's songs, Dollar in the Woods, that include popular lines such as
Walk in the woods, found a dollar, found a dollar, walk in the woods, found a dollar, found a dollar in the woods.
While they were all centralized at one location, Keemstar with season tickets to the Bills game took the opportunity to film a podcast while tailgating. While this episode performed just as well as any other, Blade and Keemstar saw more to it. This episode to them was potential. That's when Blade pitched the idea to continue this in-person format to improve the quality and develop an online reality TV show feeling to it.
Yesterday, when we went to Six Flags and we went around, went on different rides, maybe interviewed some people that want to be interviewed, and just posted up whenever we felt the need to post up, and just talking to whoever. I think that would be amazing if we could do that every episode.
Here's the thing, all right, I've been dumping a lot of money in this project.
Yeah, and Keemstar, honestly, Keemstar's been dumping money into this, everything that's having to do with...
But the reason why I dump money in it is because I believe in it. Here's the thing, we need to somehow make this profitable. Wait, I shouldn't even say profitable. I just want to cover the cost.
Sustainable.
I'm set for life with the things I'm doing.
With Keem gladly accepting, and during PAX West in Seattle, which was conveniently where Blade was located, they packed up Blade's belongings and drove from Seattle to Keem's home city of Buffalo. There, they began producing more podcast episodes. But just like many of Keem's previous projects, his past caught up to him and derailed his would-be future plans on YouTube. As for how, that can be explained by a quick look at the Bad Kid Show channel. Well, that be if it was still available.
Pause.
As last that.
Okay. Intermission. I have to pee. The princess. Oh, let's do a song like a cafe does, except I'm not the princess of cafe. What can I be the princess of? Let me know, and I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna put on my be right back little scene, and I think there's music. So BRB. Don't go anywhere. If you have to pee, then you go pee now too. Okay? Okay. Hold on. Let me. Listen. You guys are being bad. No, I refilled my water and I forgot. So I don't know why, but I took my phone with me and I took it because I have a bathroom in my basement and up on my second floor. Well, I ran it in the basement. I took my phone and then I forgot it. And then I went and filled my water and then I remembered that my phone was in the basement. I know. But that was funny though, because usually like if I just would have like went pee and been like right back, I would have been a lot quicker, but you know, I'm very relaxed tonight, guys. So I might forget stuff. Okay? I might forget some stuff. I mean, not forget like, you know, when I wake up tomorrow, but I mean like I was like, "Oh my gosh, I left my phone in the basement." Ha. What a dork. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. All right.
That month after recording the Tailgate podcast episode and committing further to the development of his channel, it was already banned. As per YouTube's rules that you're not allowed to ban evade or circumvent a ban by creating an alternate channel. But Keemstar, already having several other channels banned, did what he's always done, and that was ban evade some more, this time creating the Bad Kids Show podcast channel, not to be confused with the now banned Bad Kids Show. Though this channel still hosted old and new podcast episodes, it branched out a bit in a form of live streams that were truly only brought on through Keemstar's new hobby, #DramaAlert, where he discussed the various dramas happening mostly in the Call of Duty community. Initially, this was mostly done as a joke, but that changed when Keemstar started shoutcasting some concerning tweets that the then famous, but now infamous, content creator Wings of Redemption was putting out. And while doing so, Wings and many others requested to join the call and did so, bringing the drama from Twitter to a livestream format that was left up as a video for the fans of the Bad Kids podcast to view.
Twitter level, yo. So, you know, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I'm always on top of all the drama that goes on between commentators and all that. And I do this series on Twitter called Drama Alerts, brought to you by DJ Keemstar. This is where it gets good. He says, "I've got a load of guns, El Presador, and if I decide to kill myself, I'm taking you with me." You see that?
I'm reading this to make sure. Could that be? Is that really what he said? Like, could that be like?
No, that's the exact same one that that's the real one. That's the real one because that's when El Presador tweeted it. It's the same exact picture.
Wings, you know you can't say that. You can't even like think that out loud. You can't even like say that shit by yourself in the bathroom. That's
just insane. Absolutely insane. Winks wants in. Wings is saying that he wants. If you're just tuning in, we have Wings of Redemption. We have Woody here. We have Only Use Me Blade, DJ Keemstar, Scott Martin. On the phone on Skype, we have White Boy 7th Street and Duranker. And we're just basically speaking about some big drama that's been going on Twitter tonight. Now, El Presador is saying to Wings that he's turning you in to the FBI Wings for a threat on his family. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are what Woody's doing is laughing.
However, what Keemstar did not anticipate was the high rates of traffic towards his drama-laden video, which we can estimate by the number of likes past well over 100,000 views within a few days of it being streamed. Wasting no time, Keem and Blade did another similar stream the following day going under the same format of #DramaAlert. These activities were also inspired by the 2012 American TV series Newsroom, where a news anchor breaks his unopinionated mold and inserts his rationality into the stories being shown, which was how Keemstar was formatting his Drama Alert tweets on Twitter. But now, with his discovery of this new successful format, he decided it was time to dedicate a channel to it. And luckily, he still had a few to spare, so he settled on DJ Keemstar, a channel created back in 2009 to host the very first, sub 5-minute Drama Alert episode. But this channel was shared with his typical
Chad, look at Huggy. Can I come up or am I banned? Hold on. Huggy, you know what? Oh my gosh. Huggy. Weren't you on that other show? Like, cause you know what? I didn't even know. Wait. Oh, no, Huggy. No. Huggy's not banned. Huggy is just being Huggy. Oh, here we go. Here we go, people. Like, really? Yes, that is me. Well, I'm the girl that I mean, it's not really like that, but anyway. Anyway, I am ashes to ashes. Ashes to ashes. Listen, guys, okay? No, but I mean, here's the thing, okay? I used to troll Becky back on Queens. I used to troll Becky, and like when she would flirt with Mike, when she would flirt with Mike, I would mess with her in the chat, and then me and Mike did like a skit. Well, not a skit, but like I was on the phone with him one day, and while he was on stream, and we wanted to make Becky mad. And I mean, I mean, we did talk for a little bit. I mean, like, can you, like, okay, this is a serious question. Like, just because you talk to somebody, like, hook up. Like, I'm not hooking up with, like, I don't hook up. Like, I don't, like, I mean, I don't do that. So, anyway. Oh my gosh. I was going to say something and then I forgot. You didn't know that I did what? What? Did all what? I didn't even, like, I didn't, just because a male and a female talk, does that automatically mean, like, they're going to hook up? Does that mean that? Yeah, I don't hook up. Oh, that was just one time. He said you had a meetup planned. Listen. No. We never plan. I mean, no, there's no plan. Okay. Can I be the line leader? Plush Raymond. Can I be the line leader? That's freaking hilarious. I love that. Yes, it is your turn to be the line leader. That is so funny. That is so funny. But no. No hookups for me. I don't hook up. No. Anyway. Huggy, look what you started, Huggy. Look what you started. Like, what the hell? Get me off track.
Giveaways to boost channel growth and video game related content. It wasn't until about 2 months later that he fully dedicated this channel to this new content style and even changed the name to #DramaAlertNation. With this, he unofficially dedicated himself to daily uploads that got on average 15,000 views. That's not bad, considering he was still restricting himself to covering drama exclusively in the gaming community. Also, while these uploads were short and fast, they competed with his podcast. And while this channel's attention was fully directed towards DramaAlert videos, the history of it muddied the waters and didn't completely set a straight tone for what content one would expect from this channel. Sure, it was recently changed to these new DramaAlert gaming videos, but previously it had many opinionated videos covering a variety of topics, and without a strong, prominent content style, it can be difficult to accumulate viewers on any given channel. Which, beyond getting his channels repeatedly banned, is a reason he had so many of them. They were for experimentation. A sort of Darwinism approach to content creation that the most successful creators follow, where the viewers guide their content style. And for that reason, on December 19, 2012, the DramaAlert Nation YouTube channel was established to host nothing but drama alerts from the get-go.
What's up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, DJ Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Today's story is about Green Goblin.
Immediately, this channel's videos started outperforming any other content style that Keem has ever produced. With his daily DramaAlert videos averaging 30,000 views, in 2 weeks' time, he was already at 500,000 total views on his channel with a total of 24,000 subscribers. He also expanded this operation to a dedicated Twitter and Reddit. And with the start of 2013, with a new year, Keemstar made a new channel for both DramaAlert.
The thing is I'm not gonna deny, like, him and I did, I mean, we had conversations, yeah. Yeah, we had many conversations, yeah. We did. And I mean, here's the thing, is like, I personally have nothing bad to say about him. He was always very, very, very nice to me. And yeah, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about him. Like, what? Make that fucking face. I don't give a fuck. Like, a person, like, two people can have can talk and have fucking conversations. Like, what the hell's the big deal?
And the Bad Kids podcast, but not by choice,
Shove
as
it
he
up
found
your
out
ass.
that someone was mass reporting his channels and again got them banned. From DramaAlert to his personal channels that were primarily used to archive videos of his family, all because of his ban of Halo a-holes that promoted a scam over a year ago.
Anyway, just so you know, we're doing a review. So if you don't sit at your desk, feet forward, hands forward, head forward, if you don't, you're going into timeout. Pay attention.
But this new DramaAlert channel grew even faster. It allegedly got 10,000 subscribers in 2 days' time, but it was immediately banned. Unlike before, where Keemstar's channels at least took
I know
a few
you are,
months to
troll.
get banned,
I know
they
you
were
are.
now getting struck immediately. So he couldn't rely on his previous ban evasion tactics of creating new channels, as to do so would mean he would have to create several new channels a month just to operate on YouTube. If Keem really wanted to reach his sought potential, he knew this was an issue that had to be solved in an official capacity. So Keemstar built another team of people to try to get Halo a-holes unbanned, and after several months of trying, and 4 DramaAlert channels hitting 100,000 subscribers and getting banned, his team was finally able to make some progress with YouTube and have Halo a-holes unbanned, as they were able to convince YouTube of Keemstar's ignorance of the scam. So during April of 2013, with this nostalgic freedom being reobtained, Keemstar revitalized many of his former projects through his new channels, like the Bad Kid Cast channel for his podcast, the DramaAlert channel for his news stories, and even got back into trolling with the creation of the channel Killer Keemstar. Beyond his personal channels, Keem also focused on various other projects that he knew could bring him a large sum of money, like his establishment of an esports team and his promotion of Amputee from the developers of FortressCraft. Amputee is a game where you make tea. Though it sounds simple, the challenge is similar to flash games such as QWOP, where all you need to do is run. The true objective in these games is to master the complicated controls to perform a simple task, and seeing larger content creators fail over and over at something that looks comically simple makes for an entertaining video and therefore creates more promotion. Enough so that large content creators like PewDiePie played it and introduced it to millions, therefore helping line Keemstar's pockets. But what's
When I think or hear the name PewDiePie, I automatically think he has a pug, because I'm pretty sure that he has or had a pug. So that's really like the only reason why, or how I remember who he is.
seemed to be a war long won by Keemstar made very clear it wasn't during March of 2014, as there was another wave of bans. Though his channel Halo a-holes was restored, the many other channels that were banned by proxy of it being originally banned were not. So an unidentified party reported,
You know, I just want to say that, you know, you guys are free to say whatever you want, but like, Hostile said earlier, just be respectful, don't be a friggin' ass, like, really, like, this is not the place, like, we are not gonna turn into the LCU, we're not doing dumb shit, okay, this is like a chill, safe place where you can, I mean, you can say your opinions and whatnot, but just don't be an ass. Thank you.
Keemstar's other banned channels, and through a paradoxical twist of events, Keemstar's channels were banned. So to explain it in a poor and complex manner, Keemstar's new channels were banned because his other channels that got banned through his association of Halo a-holes were still banned. But Halo a-holes was unbanned, so now it was the reverse, headed by the consistently inconsistent mess that makes up YouTube headquarters. But it's no secret that Keemstar still exists on the platform today, and his next channel will be the final and current one that you can find on YouTube right now. and that's due to freedom, the YouTube network that Keem partnered with. In collaboration, they were able to find a simple loophole in his ban, and that was while Keemstar is banned from owning a channel and practically managing it in any way, he was not banned from appearing in a video. So for that reason, he made a friend make the final Drama Alert channel on June 6, 2014, which was almost immediately banned. That's when his network stepped in and wrote YouTube a lengthy email and had his channel returned to him in about 2 days' time. The reason that the time is significant is because when he wasn't partnered, it took months.
Thank you all to the real ones out there who are here with me pretty much every stream. Like, you know who you are. You guys are the OGs. And you guys, I will remember you forever.
Months to over a year to get anywhere with YouTube. The new Drama Alert, which is literally what the channel is called as seen by the URL, practically took off where the previous banned Drama Alert channel left off, with Keem now getting on average 100,000 views per video. Still focused on drama mostly centered around the gaming community, was having massive success with his seemingly largest problem solved. And yes, it is true that Keemstar found his optimal form of content, but with any content style.
Wow, okay, I'm talking about, like, because since my channel is pretty new, so, I mean, you might have missed, like, my very first stream or my second one. Like, those were just kind of like whatever. But no, you've been here. Yeah. And I've seen you in Buff's chat too. Hostile, Raymond, McKenna, Bionics, Troll. Who else? Mazer, when he decides to when Mazer's here, when he decides to after he does his rounds, because he has to do rounds in all the chats. Oh my gosh, okay.
There is always room for small optimizations that can improve the content largely, and this difference can be seen between 2014 and 2015 Drama Alert. To paint a picture of 2014 Drama Alert, Keemstar was building a small team to help run the show, which mostly helped gather information and research potential stories. This help came in the form of fans asking if they could be part of the team, and because it was such a common occurrence, came up.
And honestly, like, I mean, I really like how, like, I can chat, like, with you guys, because, like, when well, okay, so because usually, so Bionics, yes, I've seen you a lot over there, and if I don't answer, it's because I'm working and I'm listening, so I don't always like have them have the screen up. So, and if I chat or if I send like a super chat, it's like real quick, and then I resume working. So that's probably why I don't chat as much in there. And I can't.
Opted accepted their help as a test to view how well
and
they
Mazer
performed.
B streams.
Most of the people he brought on, by Keemstar standards, did a very poor
That's so
job.
funny.
But there were a few diamonds in the rough that did such a phenomenal job that Keem brought them on as paid employees. Beyond having extra help, it was important to vet these people as their research and the stories they brought to Keem needed to be extremely accurate, or Keem could potentially face a backlash of slandering someone, only made worse if the false information and or accusation is severe. Anyhow, many of
Okay, sorry to keep pausing because it drives me crazy when other people do it. But for my OGs, how do you think I'm doing? Like, do you think, I mean, like, I mean, to be like on the lolcow level, I would have to like get the mustard and stuff. But like overall, am I like, how do I do like overall? And mind you, I'm still learning. But I mean, for somebody that's like pretty new to this shit, like, yay or nay? Let me know.
Of Keem's stories in 2014, while moderately entertaining, lacked much focus, energy, and contextual information that would bring viewers to his channel later on. And while the main focus was gaming entertainment, it also branched out to other stories ranging from strangers arguing politics on Facebook to random content creators' dramas and updates. But Keem's main meat in most videos relied on reading tweets of people arguing back and forth on Twitter, with many of these stories lacking much impact at all.
And Pro Syndicate said that Ali A sucks at Minecraft.
As to say that though Keemstar could pull much drama from these people in the gaming community, their main form of content was relatively drama-free, so many days there wasn't much crazy or wild news that could pull a large amount of viewers. But if he could milk an ongoing story and stretch it out through several videos, it could garner much viewership. This is exemplified through his coverage of Lizard Squad.
The hackers who ruined Christmas. This is the group responsible for hacking 2 of the biggest computers.
Okay, gotcha.
The hacking group that, among many other things, took down the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. And those curious on why they couldn't play online might search
how is
YouTube
my
for an
voice when
answer. And what they find is
when I talk over it, or like when I talk while it's
and
playing?
Continue to hack. And they did. Both Xbox
Do you
Live
guys,
and
like,
PlayStation Network were taken down
is
several
it-
times
is
in the
the
last 2
video
months
too
of
loud?
2014. As a result,
Or,
Keemstar
like,
covered them about
is it
21
a nice
times in that
balance?
time period by conducting further interviews, releasing news on their hacked targets, covering Finest Group, which is another hacking group that opposed Lizard Squad, and for a moment, Keem also got hacked by Lizard Squad themselves. This constant coverage and also extraction of information via interviews made this a successful long-running story on Keem's channel, reflected by the hundreds of thousands of views he got on videos by the end of the year. This helps mark our transition to 2015, both with a new year and a refocusing in content
It's
style.
funny
As the year
because
progressed, Keemstar focused less and less intensely on the
in
Call of Duty
my
community,
ears, the
most
video
likely due to the fact that when he
is
did,
like
the
pretty
videos
loud.
usually did not get as much traction as a
So
video
for you
focusing on
guys
intense
to
content creator drama.
have that
This is shown
okay,
clearly
that's
by
good.
the 3 videos uploaded back-to-back covering Call of Duty Champs, which was a $1 million prize championship held back in 2015.
This is, like,
These are
making my
some,
ear
if not the
itchy.
least viewed videos for that year. Also, they were uploaded at the tail end of March, which, interestingly
you,
enough, is
Bionics.
possibly
Thank
most
you.
viewed videos for 2015 were uploaded less
That's
than a
so
month later.
nice.
These would undoubtedly
I mean,
change Drama
I
Alert forever as they
definitely
uncovered
have a
a
lot
very
more to learn,
dramatic
but-
and hot topic. But they also brought much negative attention towards Keemstar for reporting it in what some might consider a highly deceptive and dishonest matter. But before we get into that, we must cover what these videos even are and the origin of them. To start, these practically all began from this now deleted Reddit post that can be reviewed through websites that archive such things. What the poster claims is that Badgerverse, a Minecraft content creator on the rise, was arrested in 2004 for unlawful transactions with a minor. The source, bustedmugshots.com. As Keem usually does when he's given such damning information, he contacted the other party, Badgerverse, about these accusations before going public with them. But he was not the only one, as this was seemingly making the rounds through the internet. And after denying these accusations when questioned by Keem, Basher tried to step in front of the story by uploading a 46-minute-long video recounting his life story and the arrest that happened back in 2004. He alleges that he was friendly with his friend's sister that was 15 years old at the time, and their parents got suspicious about Basher, who was, as Basher claims, 18 at the time, and their parents got a bit suspicious about him. Basher, who claims he was 18 at the time, was exchanging sexually charged messages
This
with her.
is Basher.
When parents of the 15-year-old found out, it led to a series of
This-
events where
okay,
he
this
was
is the
charged
Basher
with,
that I've
as
been
seen
hearing-
from
that I- okay.
BustedMugshots.com,
Yeah,
an
I
unlawful
remember
transaction with a minor. Throughout the story, Basher's emotional and seemingly genuine recounting of the story got him much support. But there were those that were dissatisfied with his story, namely Keemstar, who at this point was on the offense against
This
Basher
guy's
and
kinda
constantly poked at him through Twitter,
creepy.
and an April Fool's drama alert that showcased a fake tweet that made him seem guilty of SA. That's when Basher contacted Machinima to see if they could get Keem's video taken down. But Basher's defensiveness, not just against Keem, but practically anyone that may construe Basher's story worse than he retold it in his 46-minute-long video, just made Keem more and more aggressive. And though there were lingering threats of a lawsuit, Keem kept prodding at Basher's weakness and finally got the reaction he wanted. After all, without Keemstar, he most likely would not have gotten to this point, and Keem wouldn't have squeezed a story out of him.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm done. Like, I'm so freaking tired of it. I'm like going absolutely freaking mad. I didn't expect to freaking get this big, and I didn't expect, like, my past and everything to get all out there. And Keemstar just keeps freaking, it's just constant barrage. Like, all my videos are like, I've been up for so long, and I'm so stressed right now, and it's just, I'm done. Fuck! Fuck you! Fuck you! I hate you all who are attacking me constantly!
Being that Keem
Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Okay, guys. I know, Troll, you said that not to fix it now, but I want you guys to be able to. I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it, but I want it to be like tolerable for you guys, because I mean, to me it looks fine, but no, no. Bionics and Troll did. Okay, so okay, guys, okay, is this a quick fix? Is this a quick fix? What do you guys think? Is it bad? Okay. Okay. Hostile's coming up to help me. Okay, wait 1 second. Okay, wait. No what? No Troll? Okay, well, I'm gonna bring in Hostile. Hold on.
I'm not coming up to help you. I want you to continue with your video. Lord said we don't need to fix it now. Don't stress.
I know I'm stressed. No,
we will help you off screen. It's not bad. It's not
Okay.
intolerable. Everything's fine. So it got derailed. Even Troll is apologizing. Go back to your stream. Cover your stuff.
Okay.
And don't let the hooligans one guy you. Okay.
I know, but multiple people mentioned it, and I just want to make sure that it's tolerable for everybody. That's all.
Yeah. No, I wasn't talking. That's not the one guy I was talking about. Yeah, just
the
don't
other
worry.
person.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. Do your stream, and just we'll take care of it off stream.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. I have the best. You guys are so awesome. I have the best peeps. I do. Okay. All right.
He was
Here we
mentioned
go.
Within 30 seconds
Okay.
of the start of the video,
Yes,
it was
Troll.
immediately
Yes, Troll.
forwarded
Okay.
to him when
I'm
he
locked
watched
in.
it
I'm
live.
locked in.
I didn't expect to freaking get this big, and I didn't expect, like, my past and everything to get all out there. And Keemstar just keeps freaking, it's just constant barrage. Like, all my videos are like, I've been up for so long, and I'm so stressed right now. And
Oh
it's
God,
just
he's coming for me, dude.
done. I can't do
Holy
it
shit.
anymore.
Say that I pushed him too far, but I didn't.
Keem is always the
didn't.
victim. Keem is always the
This is
victim.
more playing the victim.
No,
This
no,
is
you're
more
the
like
victim. You're the
manipulation.
victim.
That's all I see is manipulation. Like, all I wanted,
You're
and
driving me
all I
crazy.
think anybody wanted, was this dude to just own up to what happened and move on. Dude, I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. Dude, like, get the fuck away, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm fucking scared, bro. Like, what the fuck?
No, he's just being a dick. He's just being a
Jesus
dick.
Christ, I feel like he's fucking coming for me, bro. I'm fucking scared, dude. Like, I feel like this dude's gonna try.
Citing that he is fearful for his life, but it's difficult to differentiate that from an excitement, as he just became a major player in a drama that was about to trend through the online community. So on the same day, Keem made a response to Basher's video, a video that Basher privated almost immediately.
He's never going to be the victim. He's always going to be the bad guy. And the fact that he can just manipulate so many people so easy scares the living shit out of me. It scares the living shit out of me. It scares me that other YouTubers are afraid to
Let me
voice
get you back.
shit.
Hold on. This is how he squares up. Hold on.
Jesus Christ, I feel
Hold
fucking
on.
scared.
I
What
need
the
to see what you meant. Hold on.
And move on.
Hold on.
Dude, I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. Dude, like, get the fuck away, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm fucking scared, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. That shit is
Jesus Christ. I feel
fucking
like he's fucking coming
hilarious.
for me, bro. I'm fucking scared, dude. Like, I feel like this dude's gonna try to...
Citing that he is fearful for his life,
Okay.
but it's difficult.
Sorry.
Voice their opinion on this subject.
I
It
had to
scares
see
me
that.
this guy
I
is
had to
not good
see
at
that.
manipulating people. It scares me.
To
Again.
summarize Keem's 18-minute long video, it has him saying that Basher kept playing the victim card, when in reality, people should be focusing on how that 15-year-old was the victim. And that throughout Basher's life story, some ages don't make sense, as Basher says he was 18 when this happened, but in reality, he was most likely 20 due to a news clipping that Basher tweeted out. To add more, Basher's current girlfriend, who was a fan of his, met him while he was in his late 20s and she was 17. So there are 4 key things Keem kept hammering in this video. The inconsistencies with age, which he labeled as Basher being deceptive rather
Another
than
thing is,
accidentally
like, this-
inaccurate as most people are with
this
dates, even
age thing,
Keemstar.
like,
Next is claiming that
shut
this video
up,
was done through a
shut
manipulative
up.
perspective and that he believes that the entire
Shut
video should have been an
up.
apology rather than a short segment in it. Hence why Keem keeps saying that Basher is playing the victim card. And beyond retaliating by wanting to take Keemstar's April Fool video down, Keemstar had many grievances with Basher because Keem is a parent himself and could not imagine his daughter in such an undesirable situation. Overall citing Basher to be a massive manipulator and monster in the YouTube community that people should be cautious of. This video performed extremely well, but not as well as his next one that was also covering Basher, citing that fans of both audiences were angry and that there was still no clear understanding of whether Basher was lying about his past.
Right now, I'm getting a lot of hate from Basher fans, and Basher is getting a lot of hate from people in the community over this situation, and we still don't know 100% the truth. And let me interview you. Let's put this thing to rest. Let's get the final chapter in this story done and over with.
Wow.
And let's turn all this hate and all this negativity into something
He's had
incredibly
so
positive. Just a
many
simple yes or no.
controversies
Do you
with
want to help
so
out
many
these
people.
kids? Do you want to help raise $5,000 for this charity, Gamers Outreach?
It's
So
crazy.
Keemstar extended an interview invitation to Basher for charity, with Keemstar saying that he wanted to put this all to rest. But it's apparent, at least through the many follow-up videos that performed insanely well, that
It's just
Keemstar was going to
crazy.
latch onto this story so long as
All the
people kept returning to his
controversies,
channel
there's, like,
for it.
so many,
While we won't go
with
in
so many
depth into all
people.
these, I will heavily recommend the Gamer from Mars video, The Basherverse Conspiracy, full
Mm.
documentary, that dissects this situation. What we will dive
I don't
into
really
is
care.
how and why this worked so well for Keemstar.
Not
First is that Keemstar is inherently a troll. That's how he got started on the platform, and that's basically been his
Mhm.
personality ever since. Trolling is usually done to get a reaction out of someone through whatever means necessary. Whether that means throwing out various
I don't know. I'm
unconfirmable
gonna have to
rumors,
look
or in this situation,
into that
interviewing
again.
other
I'm
ex-fans
not
of Basher
100%
that were
sure.
coming out on his alleged illicit messages,
We're all
allowing
learning
Keem
together.
to continue to cover this
We're
ever-expanding
learning
story.
the lore
If this were a
together.
collaboration, which in a way
Or
it was, Basher
this is
was sitting at
either
around
you're
1.7 million
learning,
subscribers, and Keemstar
or
was
this
sitting
is
at
a
around
refresher for
300,000.
you.
So Keemstar must
One
have
of the
known
two.
that every time Basher complained about him or mentioned him in any capacity, it would bring more and more people to Keemstar's channel and even more in-depth coverage of Basher's past. So Keem had much to gain by continuing this.
Yeah,
So
'cause
that's
that
why,
name
in more
sounds
ways than
very
one, this
familiar.
was a collaboration. A non-friendly one until it was. When 10 days later,
Damn, how
Keemstar managed to
fucking
get an
many
interview with Basher, starting it off by Keem stating that he and the DramaAlert team
Uh-oh.
verified that when Basher committed that crime way back when, the ages were 18 and 15 and not the rumored 20 and 13. As for Basher, he claims that he never talked to underage girls willingly, and if he did, he did not know about their age.
I can imagine. Basically, the DramaAlert team did more research into what happened with Basher 11 years ago, and we can now confirm that the ages were 18 and 15, not 20 and 13.
Don't go out of my way to talk to underage girls. I just don't do
Uh-oh.
that. If I talk to an underage girl, I did not know their age. Did they lied about it, or it just didn't even get mentioned? And I'm
Oh my
flirting.
Your friend disown you, and then your girlfriend, who you love, and you thought that she loved you,
Oh God, I love her, dude.
disowns
have no idea.
for
I'm
her career.
no.
That made me feel sorry for you.
No,
That
I'm telling-
legitimately made me feel sorry for you. Man, I don't like
telling
this
Keem
stuff
through the
that happened between
screen
you and
to
these
shut
younger
up.
girls. And I think that
That's why I apologize. I don't either.
I don't
I
think
get
you can
one
ever
guy
do anything
too
like this.
easy.
Enough people know
I
about
can't
this
help
situation
it.
where you won't do anything
I
like
can't
this,
help
right?
it.
I think that the punishment of you being through the runner in this whole community is enough for what you did. And I don't think that you need to still be kicked while you're down.
Many others refute these claims by stating that they
Wow.
stated their age when talking to him. So someone in this situation is lying, which is why it's important to mention that Basher also admits that he's a pathological liar, and many acquaintances, both now and several years back, have
Just
confirmed that
wait.
Basher is in fact a known liar.
Him out. Some of
Got
us
about an
earlier than
hour.
others have figured out he was
Let me
full of
see.
shit with being an engineer for NVIDIA and then working for Pixar. None of us knew about the pedophilia.
But since this video is focusing on Keemstar, we'll readjust to him and the reason why this change in heart happened. Let's discuss the benefits. The harassment
up,
and
Huggy?
rumors Keemstar spread around helped gain the attention of not just Basher's audience, but
Wow.
also those tuning into Basher's freakout video and
There
the drama
must have been
following
a
it.
lot.
Through this, Keemstar was getting much hate through Basher's large following. It is, after all, easier to get someone's attention from stating something negative
No, I'm
than
not taking
something
notes, I'm
positive,
just
as
learning
it's
the
conflict and
lore,
controversy that
Huggy.
makes most stories compelling.
But
now
this
that he
Basher
changed
thing must
stances,
have went
though not
on-
everyone was convinced, he gained the
went on
support
for a
of most
while,
of Basher's
huh?
extremely large following that once hated him. So through it all, he was able to make things work almost completely in his favor. Almost. and that's because of possibly his most viewed video of 2015, a video of him interviewing Basher that was joined in by Basher's associate and apparent Minecraft server owner, Smile for YouTube. In this interview, Smile claims to have audio proving that Basher's ex-girlfriend is a gold digger, and that was the reason she stayed with him. With Basher's obsession with this woman, the grand reveal of this leaked Skype call, and Basher's outburst from it.
Message from her today saying that she loves me though.
Look at him eating that popcorn.
I told her, I told her I'm going to pay her $1,000 if she did say that to you. If I convinced her basically that I'll give her $1,000 if she did say that to you.
We wanted to find out if she was a gold digger.
Bullshit.
What
This
type
is
of-
bullshit. Bullshit.
What type of
I had to do it,
subject?
man. I had to prove it so the whole world can see
What's that
what the
mean?
real true colors are. here.
Smile for YouTube.
Yes.
Play the audio.
Here it is.
You have actual audio?
Here it is. Hey.
No, I know. Hey, what's up?
Okay, not too much. Okay, he is going to. He's losing his fucking mind right now. He's bawling his fucking eyes out. He said that he will do it, but he needs to hear you say something to him. You have to talk to him nice or something like that. 'Cause he's bawling his eyes out. I'll give you $1,000. Bullshit your way through this. I'll give you $1,000 right now.
Yeah, you're
Bullshit
right.
your way through
I already
this.
tried calling him. He's not picking up.
Okay.
I literally, I
You're right,
left
it
him a
Okay, if
message.
I
You used me. You got fucking caught. I don't care anymore.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. At least in the end, I got the fucker in the ass.
Beyond it being an
What?
entertaining video, it helped move
Did you
much
hear
of the heat
that?
from Basher to his ex-girlfriend
No,
and gave Keemstar
so-
new levels of notoriety in the YouTube community. Basher was on
Bionics,
their episodes of DramaAlert, but it never
in order
rekindled
to
the
like
flame
see
of
the
his
main
drama.
chat and
On
things,
the
you have
topic
to
of
like get
fire, it should
rules.
be noted
So
that Keemstar regularly takes risks and or plays with
so, yeah.
fire. That usually
High-
works in his favor,
what?
but also regularly
So,
gets
like,
burned.
when you
and
join
this
the
was
dis-
one of those situations.
you
as
have
on the
to get a
surface,
role
this
in
entire
the
drama
Discord.
is
I
already
don't
confusing
know.
enough. But when further looked into, it becomes quite a jumbled mess, with several parties
Lord
working for their
Troll
own games and
is
practically
the,
only Keemstar landing
Discord
on top.
person.
Until now. And that's
He's-
because Smile
he's
for
in
YouTube,
charge of the
Basher's
Discord.
associate, or the person
I
that was
don't
in the
know,
call
I'm
when the
just-
leaked Skype
I'm just
audio of his
telling you.
ex-girlfriend was exposed to him.
If you have questions,
because in
ask Troll. I don't know,
2016,
I'm
a little
just-
less than
I'm
a year
just
after
in
the video
there,
dropped,
but
he leaked a
he's
Skype call
the-
between him, Basher, and Keem that puts a new
He's
perspective on all
he's
this because
the-
Smile for YouTube
he's
didn't
the-
always
he's
go under that
Lord
alias.
Troll's my
In 2010, he was known as
So if
101
you have any
SWAT 101,
questions, go to
and he's
Troll.
exactly the kind of
Not
person
me,
you
'cause I
expect
probably
someone with
don't
that
know.
name to have. And unbeknownst to Keem, back in
Oh, yeah.
2010, he allegedly also
Mm.
made trolling videos with him, and that's why he had
Mhm.
FAG re-uploads on his channel. But of course, with
Said,
5
"At
years
least I got a
passing
fucker in
and
the
all the people
ass."
that Keem has met, he didn't recognize him at
Sorry,
all.
guys.
But there was some suspicion that was successfully diverted by a lie on
You
Smel's
guys
side,
are
as
like-
he did not
like-
want his cover blown.
I feel like I'm just butting into the conversation that you guys are having. Lolcow Aussies. Lolcow, not.
videos.
Re-uploaded videos, like
Hot.
trolling videos.
Yeah,
oh,
I
I'm not
seen
sure,
that.
man. Well, fuck, years back, I was watching your videos. Years back.
Yeah, I searched
This
Smile
isn't
for
the
YouTube
Lolcow
on-
Aussie, is
or
it?
On YouTube, and there's a channel, and it's got like re-uploaded videos.
Lolcow
of my
Aussie.
old
That's
stuff.
not.
oh, no, that wouldn't be me. I'm
that's
Smile for
not-
YouTube Gaming.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a weird coincidence.
That is a weird one.
That is actually really fucking.
But before we get into the meat of this call, there is also a website that docs Clara and several other content creators' residence posted by an anonymous source. A dox that
Look at
Keemstar
that.
clearly knew about and spread it anyway.
Don't worry.
Are you going to report on the website?
Did you see that shirt?
Know about
That-
and
what
spread
kind of
it anyway.
shirt's that? What is that? Yeah, yeah. I know it's Bionics. I feel I am very honored to be the first Discord. Wow. Wow, I feel very honored. But yeah, I know that that's not the real channel because it got changed. But hello. But look at that. Look at that shirt. Look at that shirt he's wearing. What's that?
Don't worry.
Are you going to report on the website?
Like it, man.
I'm gonna tweet it out. I'm gonna say, "Oh my God, have you seen this?"
Oh my God.
Damn,
Keemstar, dude, I hated you at first, but I'm starting to fucking love you.
Now for the most important part of this call is that interview was all orchestrated, scripted, redone, and
Oh,
dramatized.
okay,
because
I
they
get
all
it,
knew
but
about this info beforehand,
since
and
when
it was
was
all
Keem
done
was
to
a
take Clara down
bodybuilder?
and build Basher up.
Okay, this is the game plan.
Was he a
Alright, you get
bodybuilder or
her
something?
In this private call, you record her saying this stuff, okay? Then
Look
we
at that.
come on and we do
It
the
looks like
interview,
he has a
right?
big
And I
chew
say
in his lip,
something
like
you
a
tell me
big
background, I'm
tobacco
saying,
chew, right?
Other than this text,
Right here.
do you have any proof?
I'm very observant.
Like, do you have any real proof? I know she said this to you in a private Skype conversation, you know, Smile
Yes,
for YouTube.
yes,
But,
there's
I mean,
my
there's going to
Discord.
be a lot of people out there that say, you know, that you're
Yeah,
full of shit. There's going to be a lot
right.
of people out there saying that, you know, maybe you and Basher made a deal behind the scenes. Do you
So
have any
why the hell
legitimate
would he
proof that
be
she said
wearing
this?
that
I mean,
then?
These conversations can be forged. and then you interrupt me and you're just like,
Yes, sir, I do. I got a video, I got audio right now.
Okay, give me the audio, and then we play it in the interview. Oh my God, it's over. Coming from DramaAlert. Okay, my
Yes, Keem
they're
is
not just,
definitely
like,
Italian.
And I'll even react. I'll even react like I've never
What's
heard
that guy?
it. I said to him, literally,
That guy's just a weirdo.
you could pay me $40 and I'll talk to him, but you'll have to pay me probably more than that. Literally asking him to pay her.
While Keemstar later defended this by saying all the information in the interview was true and it was only the reaction that was faked, or rather redone, many still opposed it because of its deceptive nature, and that took away credibility from Keemstar and put into question his other videos. But there is another, more important level to this on the same note of deception: manipulation, something Keemstar initially accused Basher of, and this is important because it expands more on DramaAlert and the power Keem holds, or the way he used to use it in 2015. At the start of this drama, Keem started off stalwart and attacked Basher relentlessly, citing his parental status and that crimes like these should always be brought into question, and was doing a fair job of covering Basher's alleged victims. But after he went on good terms with him, he stopped bringing the potential victims to light, as seen on Cam Kill Commentary's channel, who kept on covering it. So this exposes much about how Keemstar operated his channel. It's something people both love and hate him for, which is his loyalty to his allies, as a neutral news channel may bring all perspectives on a story. But DramaAlert was becoming a commentary news channel, no doubt directly supported by its rise in views, as this series of videos brought only the perspectives that reflected Keem's opinion on Basher. When he was on bad terms, he only reported the victims, but when he was friendly with Basher, he stated that the hatred online that Basher was receiving was bad enough. Keemstar's words can bring down and or build up a creator depending on what terms he's on with them. As for Smile for YouTube, who leaked the Skype call, in most people's eyes, he is no hero, as besides trying to charge back $2,500 in donations to Keem, he helped spread Keem's docs and tweeted many suggested tweets that refer to swatting Keem, though he denies he ever swatted Keem. But Keemstar is also hardly a saint, as within this feud, he gave out Smile's Skype, Smile's number, Smile's address, and even Smile's wife's phone number.
With a fucking father. He's an adult. And I have trolled him so hard that his life is consumed by the thought of me. Alright, his Skype is literally Smile for YouTube. Keep note of all this. That's his Skype right there.
Giving out my house address, giving out all of my information.
This is his phone number. The guy's from Canada. This is his wife's phone number right here. We need this dude's address. We need to drop his address. You get fucking swatted so fast? People need to know where this dude lives.
I mean, I get.
Now I'm gonna get swatted.
I don't
Look
know.
at them all there. They're fucking everywhere.
Where have you been,
These cops
Keems?
are everywhere.
Hey, where have you been?
Thank you.
Where have you been, sir?
Reactions
You're
are
late.
typically mixed on this, as he
You're
was
late.
doxing
You're
a
getting a
doxer.
late slip.
But
You
one
weren't
thing
here
many
for
people take
roll
issue
call.
with is involving his wife that had seemingly
You
no
weren't here
involvement
for
in the
roll
situation,
call, Keem's
which
pet.
means he doxed an innocent party.
You're getting a
but
late
overall,
slip.
at least compared to other controversies that Keem was involved in at this time,
Or
it
if
went
you've
by
been here
relatively
and
unknown.
just
And
haven't-
actually, Keem was still doing very
haven't
well for himself,
chatted,
as he
then
more than doubled
I'll
his
take that
subscribers
back.
in 2015, helped by the audience he gained through the Basherverse coverage and the many
We do
friendships
roll
he made
call
with
here
other
now,
rising content
okay?
creators
We
like
do
Pyrocynical.
roll call.
But more
Roll call.
importantly,
Off
Leafy is
for
here,
every
a
stream.
commentator known for his insults and feuds with the more
Roll
bizarre
call.
denizens of YouTube. Leafy and Keemstar formed a very close friendship, where almost daily they would talk on Skype for
Oh,
hours,
okay.
and even met up in person where
Okay,
they took
no,
a
no,
ride
no,
in a
you're fine, then
helicopter.
you don't
Maybe they
get a
built
late
their
slip.
bond by being
You don't get a
controversial
late
rising
slip.
figures in
You
the
get a
YouTube
pass
community,
this
which
time.
takes us
It's
back
okay.
to the
You
controversies
can-
that Keem
that's
was going
okay.
through.
That's okay.
Some having to do with the change in perspective and recirculation on his old clip insulting Alex. But his newest controversy at the time was
Alright.
because he got a story wrong. All because a member of his news team failed to properly do their research, made all worse because of Keem's size. When he was going after Basher had about 1.7 million
How
subs
is
and
that?
Keem
I
had
turned
about
it up a
300,000.
little bit.
Though influence spans beyond
Just-
subscribers, this is simply
just
just
a
the
little bit,
easiest
so
way to
you'll have
measure
to
it.
let me know how
So
that
Keemstar
is.
had about 1/5 of Basher's following, and the Predator accusations had merit. There were also many other people accusing Basher of the same thing, and with Basher's large following and experience
Look at him
with
still
managing
eating
an
that
audience
damn
of that
popcorn.
size surely helped him
What?
through it. Which is how we transition to Sir
can't.
Tony Ray, better known as RSGloryAndGold, a 62-year-old man that streams the MMORPG RuneScape 3 on Twitch.
This
that on
broke
January
my
7th
heart.
Sat at
This
6.6
broke my
thousand
heart.
followers. Just joining the streaming scene, he was very new to the online community that
Alright,
took him in
how's
with open
that?
arms.
Maybe
Until
I
someone
just
on
need
the
to talk
DramaAlert team
louder.
discovered something
That might
alerting.
be it.
A news article dating back from
Do I just
2011
need to talk
about
louder?
a 54-year-old man that through RuneScape, the
This-
same game RSGloryAndGold is playing, was incarcerated for illegal
This
acts
broke
with
my
a 13-year-old
heart.
girl that he met through the game and eventually
This
in
broke
person.
my heart
And through a
so
quick glance,
bad.
these
Like,
photos do
this
look
is
a bit
horrible.
similar. And the
And
same
no,
game
they
is being
did-
played.
no,
The
they
problem
really
comes
didn't.
with that the employee
They
of
really
DramaAlert
didn't.
that brought these to Keem only went off
Even
that
when you do, like,
information
a
for
quick
such
look,
a serious claim. If he gave any effort
they
beyond
don't
a
look
surface level
alike.
glance, this team
Like,
member
they
would have seen that
don't
John Phillips was still incarcerated, so it would be impossible for
all.
RSGloryAndGold to be streaming on Twitch
Yes.
unless he was streaming from jail.
Yep.
This fatal error wasn't caught
But
until it
this
was too
goes
late. As
into it a
Keemstar,
little
having
bit more.
confidence in his news team, set aside about 35 seconds.
Sorry, I had to pause. It goes into it a little bit more, and it explains like exactly what happened.
Member would have seen that John Phillips was still incarcerated, so it would be impossible for RSGloryAndGold to be streaming on Twitch unless he was streaming from jail. This fatal error wasn't caught until it was too late. As Keemstar, having confidence in his news team, set aside about 35-second segment to report on this.
Massachusetts man John Phillips had sex with teen he married in an online game of RuneScape. He recently got out of jail, and the first thing he did was stream RuneScape on Twitch.
And if Keemstar's videos get around 100,000 views within hours of an upload,
Dude.
that means it exposed that dangerous lie to an audience
Yeah.
around 16 times larger than Sir Tony Ray had. And the result is as
I
you
don't
might
know what
expect.
it
With many
is.
furious people misled with this information at the return of
I
a
don't know
predator,
what it is
visiting
about
Sir Tony
Keem,
Ray's
but
channel
he
and harassing
just
him.
always
Keemstar, quickly learning of his error,
makes a
deleted his
comeback
video and
every
re-uploaded another one
time.
titled
Every
We Got It
time.
Wrong, explaining his disappointment in his
that's what
team
I've
and
learned
himself, and
from
committing
watching
himself
all
to
the
make amends
lore.
in
It just
whatever way
seems like
possible.
I
Him
mean,
and
no
another
matter what
person
he
on my
does.
news team sat there for hours looking at the
All right,
faces and
here's what
identified
happened.
who was who and that it was the right guy. And
here's what he
I
did.
fucking lost it.
Or what
my
happened.
heart sunk into my stomach. The minute he gave me this explanation that they matched the faces,
Oh,
I realized
boy.
that we just so fucked up. And I fucking died right there on my live stream. Like, I immediately took down the video and I immediately uploaded a video to Twitter telling everyone that we got the story wrong and that we've taken the video and that the guy that works for me is no longer working for me, and any damages that we've caused this guy, Tony, that we are going to take.
But by then, it was too late. Many channels were already reporting on it, with the largest
Yeah.
being Scarce, a competitor to DramaAlert. And where Scarce's videos
Yeah.
usually hit on average 200,000 views, the one covering Keemstar and Sir Tony Ray got 1 million views in 5 days' time,
Wow.
strengthened by a clip of Tony being subjected to unwarranted harassment.
This poor
In his
guy,
press broadcast,
man.
you can tell the dude's depressed, the dude's crying, and you can tell that he's just like, fuck, dude, like...
What's it say? There were so many worse messages in his Twitch chat while he was streaming, hundreds telling him to kill himself and other. Oh, that's sad. That
I
poor
didn't do
old
anything wrong.
guy.
He's trying
Just
to tell
wait.
people that he didn't do anything
Just
wrong,
wait
and people
until
are still
this
telling him in
old
the
man
chat like these horrible
talks.
things
Like
and stuff
you'll hear him
because
talk.
of the
Like
video that
it's
was uploaded,
really
and
sad.
it just makes me really sad, dude.
Okay, from what I gather here, you're saying that finally this guy who posted this video has taken the video down and admitted that what he said wasn't true. And that now everybody in the world knows my real name's Tony Ray Winchester. I'm 62. I've retired. I haven't got my first Social Security check yet, but I'll get it soon. See, I would have sat here for the next 10 years because I'm not going to let somebody run me off. But now that the whole thing's cleared up, you guys know I'm a good guy, I'd like to go take a break. Wash my face. Put some cold water on my face. Have a cup of coffee, relax for a minute, and then I'll come back and start tweeting again, or twitching again, okay? I'm not calling him. I'm not telling him my phone number. I don't want that guy to bother me no matter what. I don't want his money. I don't want his apology.
Look.
Because, you know, I know who and what I am, and my real friends know who and what I am. And they stuck by me.
My eyes just
Thank
hurting
you
a
very
lot.
much for everything.
That's so
And
sad,
don't
dude.
think I'll ever forget all the nice words you folks had to say to me. Thank you, thank
I'm
you,
trying
thank you.
real hard to keep it together. Trying real
But
hard.
believe me, I would never,
trying really
ever,
hard.
ever get off here as long as somebody's saying those
That's
things
really
about me,
sad.
because I'm not letting nobody run me off.
That's so sad.
But now everything's clear. Everybody knows I'm Tony, and I never did nothing to nobody, and I'm a good guy. So now I want to take a break.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for everything.
And like,
thank you very much for being nice people and kind-hearted and helping me when I really need your help. Thank you.
Oh man.
Hey, before I log out, happy birthday, Renee. Thanks for being a real friend. I appreciate it.
In this situation, it's hard to say that anyone really prospered, but there was a silver lining that Sir Tony Ray's Twitch exploded in support shortly after he overcame these false accusations.
That's just horrible.
As for DramaAlert, this mess up hardly hindered
really
its
hard.
growth,
I'm trying
as it
really
only lost
hard.
subscribers for one day and continued to climb through the
Dried
YouTube
up.
ranks like nothing ever
Dried up.
happened.
Dried
As for
up.
Keem,
Dried up.
though he was doing what he could to fix the situation, like many of his past
My
controversial
dog's
events,
looking at
this was
me like,
thrown
what
into a
the fuck
pile
are
of
you doing,
controversial
crazy
acts
bitch?
that as time would go on
Okay.
would mostly be forgotten. And that's because the earlier months of 2016 were pretty
Okay.
good for Keem. A little over
All
a
right,
month
we
after
got
this
this.
most
We
recent
got this.
controversy, DramaAlert hit 1
I'm
million
good.
subscribers. But the biggest change happened behind the scenes. As Keemstar explained it, since his time on YouTube, there are some that grew up watching him and now have jobs at YouTube itself. Through this, he was finally able, once and for all, get cleared
can't
for
help
promoting
that I
that
have
scam several years
feelings,
back.
guys.
Meaning instead of relying on a loophole of not owning DramaAlert, but being allowed to appear on it, he was now granted ownership of the channel and is able to manage it without constraints. Not only that, YouTube was changing in a way that boosted DramaAlert faster than it ever has. As 2016 is remembered as a heavily drama-laden year, with the likes of Leafy here and H3H3 battling it out, there was much to cover, and it helped drive views as much as you'd expect to a channel called DramaAlert, with each of Keem's videos averaging on the lower end 500,000 views, and on the higher end well over a million. But with 2016 being such a drama-laden year, Keemstar eventually found himself stuck in the center of it, and not in the way he preferred. It was all sparked through one of the business ventures Keem was doing outside of DramaAlert. While he was still diversifying his revenue streams through merch, live streaming, sponsorships, esports, and various other avenues, he was also helping establish events between content creators when necessary. One of these events was meant to be a boxing match between iDubbbz, a rising content creator known for reviewing strange Kickstarters, and more recently his Content Cop series, where he called out what he and many other agreed to be lazy or scandalous content on YouTube. And that's where Jinx and iDubbbz's Content Cop on him came in, criticizing his reaction content. Things escalated between the two, and a boxing match was planned, with Keemstar setting up the event for March 4th. And though Jinx was combative on Twitter and eager for the match, he never showed up, making iDubbbz the automatic victor. And that's why Keem and iDubbbz were in touch. Also around this time, Keemstar's Alex video was making its seasonal return, fueled mostly by his recent controversy with Sir Tony Ray. iDubbbz noticing this,
I
tweeted
dried
out the
it
Alex
up,
clip.
and then
but
it made
instead of
my
leaving
eyes
it there,
itchy.
Keemstar private messaged iDubbbz asking not to use that clip, or he will have to ruin iDubbbz's career like he's done with other content creators that appeared on DramaAlert. Though Keem says this was a joke, iDubbbz definitely did not take it as one, and had something bigger, mayhaps in retaliation, in the works. And that is the most effective and memorable expose on Keemstar. And that's saying much,
Did he
considering
really
the
pass
existence of all
away?
these exposés on him already. So about halfway through the year, on May 5th, 2016, iDubbbz dropped Content Cop Keemstar. What made this video vastly different from the rest is that where most exposés on Keemstar focus on specific events rather than analyzing Keemstar's character, like easy-to-denounce events such as the Alex situation or his misinformation on Sir Tony Ray, iDubbbz instead analyzed
who would have a
Keemstar on
rat
a
as their
day-to-day basis,
background?
and not truly on his low points, as he showcased what he deemed to be Keemstar's consistent hypocrisy and manipulativeness through several points throughout the video, with examples taken through his Twitter rants and DramaAlert. An example is how outwardly it may seem that DramaAlert is meant to be a non-biased news show, but in reality, the way Keemstar typically reports stories is based on the relationship with the other person. This coupled with his constant instigation on Twitter to have creators appear on his show or continue to receive his mass spreading of rumors painted Keemstar as an even more unfavorable person.
There are a lot of reasons to call Keemstar a hypocrite. I'm going to focus on one reason, the reason that I find most compelling.
My objective isn't go destroy their life on DramaAlert. I don't use my platform that way. You know how they've been contacting me saying that you've been dating some like 14-year-old French girl and shit? Just please swing at me. If you're gonna swing at me, dude. Let me know, because I got a fucking files on top of files to swing back at. I don't use my platform that way. I don't use my platform that way. I don't use my platform that way. Because I got a fucking files on top of files to swing back at.
Well, that was extremely blatant. You said you don't use your platform that way, but then you threatened to use your platform that way.
But iDubbbz, the Keemstar Twitter account and DramaAlert are two separate entities.
I try to keep my show fair and balanced.
I
but on
don't know
Twitter,
much
I'm gonna give
about
my
that
opinion.
I heard you're a
iDubbbz
pedophile.
guy.
14-year-old French girl? Pedophile. I have the
I
taste
mean, I
of
see his
pedophile
name
come in my
all
mouth. I'm on the
over
hunt
YouTube, but I
etymologically.
don't really.
You want big YouTubers to
Shit,
come
do I
onto your
need to-
program.
Oh, you
after
know what? I need
harassed them
to
on
tighten
Twitter.
up
So
my
how are you going to get them to come on your
mic.
program? Oh, I know. You suggest that if they don't come on your program, they're not innocent.
The situation turns out where a big YouTuber comes on because he's innocent.
Of course, that's just part one. We got to think about the second part logically
This
as
mic
well.
arm can be a
If you
pain in
are
the
a
ass
small
sometimes.
YouTuber, you're going to get a big fucking sub boost from it. And guess what? I won't let you fucking forget it.
All
I
right,
will
how's
hold that
that?
shit over your head. If you fucking blink in my
Good?
direction, I'm going to hold that shit over your head.
Along with other examples of Keem's hypocrisy and explaining Keemstar's general aggression, iDubbbz also succeeded in making it entertaining in a way that while it did carry many serious points, it also served to mock Keemstar, because the first about 4 or so minutes of the video is him tracking down and wrestling a garden gnome. Though that insult wasn't started by iDubbbz, it was solidified by him, which is why enemies of Keem still refer to him as a garden gnome. As for
Huggy,
the
you
effect
can
that this
teach
video
me
had on
this
Keemstar's channel,
this
if we look at
weekend.
Social Blade for that time, we can see that it did absolutely
can-
nothing. In fact, Keemstar gained
you
more
can
subscribers
teach
than
me.
usual around this time. But as the video got more and more viewership, its influence started to take effect. The big difference this time, to the many other times the masses have gone against Keemstar, is that now his influential friends started turning on him. How it's usually remembered is that IW's content cop was the sole instigator in this situation, but the reality is there were already many exposés attacking Keemstar prior to IW's video. His video was just the straw that broke the camel's back. The next biggest expose video on Keemstar came out a little over a month later by Pyrocynical, an ex-friend of Keem's.
Keemstar also does this really cancerous thing where he'll accuse someone of something or make something up, and then when he's called out, he'll say that someone told him or people have been telling him, which basically gives him a line of defense for some bullshit that he just made up 5 minutes ago.
Pyro is threatening me with all this shit on Skype because I showed his picture.
Play that again.
You know how they've been contacting me saying that you've been dating some like 14-year-old French girl and shit? Dating some like 14-year-old French girl and shit? 14-year-old French girl and shit? 14-year-old French girl and shit?
Now, if any of you didn't notice that, he just deliberately lowered the age. Now, originally, this alleged girl was 15, and now Keemstar has lowered the age to 14, probably to make it sound even more impacting and incriminating. And guess what? Later on stream, he lowered the age again to say the girl was now 13, and on top of that, basically insinuating that I was a pedophile.
Pyro was trying to hook up with a 13-year-old girl from France. All right, that he was technically like a pedo or a weirdo or something, right?
So this man has lied about the age of this girl on 2 separate occasions, and knowing Keemstar, this girl will probably be an embryo by next week.
Weirdly enough, this video is almost exactly the same length of IDW's content cop. But as for the video itself, beyond the changing of mood towards Keemstar, this video seemed to have been instigated by Keem's constant rumor spreading on Pyrocynical, as seen in the video. Also, Keem tweeted out Pyro's face, which was mostly unknown at the time. Mostly unknown because a few months back, Pyro's face was revealed with consent on a video that got over 1 million views, something that Pyro failed to mention. As for what caused the falling out in their friendship, Keemstar, whenever he hears that someone said something bad about him to any degree, he will usually go on offense. And that's where things usually snowball. A small criticism towards Keem, if it's said behind his back, can turn into a feud that will last several years. The difference now is that Keemstar was being watched very closely, and he couldn't get away with attacking other creators as viciously as he could before. Also, with Pyro's video coming out, Keemstar was finally starting to bleed subscribers, and he was weakened enough for other, less effective Keemstar expose videos to be made, which is typical for any sort of cancellation, where even those with the smallest interaction with the cancelled person will make their own video to rake in views and add more to the
Huggy? Don't one guy me right now, okay? Because I was told to talk over it, not pause it so much. What do I do? Help me. Fight it out, guys, in the chat. Fight out what I'm supposed to do, and I'll just read it. No, keep down. No, Huggy, you've been nothing but very helpful. I even took your advice and I watched. No. I took your advice and I watched this 2-hour video prior to playing it. So you're all very helpful. Very, very, very helpful.
amount of noise already being made. But the extreme levels of videos being made against Keemstar became exhausting extremely fast.
But yeah,
as
I mean,
it almost became a meme to post
I knew
a Keemstar
that
expose video.
I need
due to,
to
the fact
either
that
what,
many
like
of these
talk over
ineffective
it,
videos recycled Keemstar's old
or
but popular
pause
controversial
it.
clips. There were also some that covered lesser
So,
known clips, like when Keemstar
I'm
fought
pretty
someone, or him
sure-
showing ice cream in what he claims to be a child actor's
Oh,
face.
wow. If I
A skit
talk
done
over
for
it,
the Bad Kids
that's
cast that
fine,
Keem
right,
actually
right.
refused to
I
upload
think.
because he later saw how bad it made him look.
Isn't
But would
that-
upload it anyway.
do both.
As
Okay.
for what many saw as the most
Right,
distasteful of these lesser known clips,
Like, kinda
was
have, like, a
Keemstar,
healthy
during a
balance
beef with content creator Total
of
Biscuit,
both.
said that he can't
Okay,
wait to
just like
report on his death.
Can't wait to report your death.
Though Keem said it in jest, these words stuck with many, as Total Biscuit several months ago announced that he was suffering from a terminal cancer.
Yeah. Well,
Back to the
yeah, that's
cancellation
what I
itself,
thought too,
one of, if not the
Hostel.
worst part of
Yeah,
this with Keem
and
was having his
well,
close friends betray him.
I also
The worst
am playing
offender
it
being
on
Leafy, who
1.25
admittedly
just
distanced
because
himself from Keemstar as a
I don't
business
listen to
decision.
anything
These past few months,
unless
he's
it's
honestly just
music.
gone fucking insane.
On
Here's a perfect
normal
example.
speed.
A certain
I always
YouTuber by
watch
the
it
name
at
of Colosso is crazy
1.25.
made a tweet
And
saying
if
he's
I
going to
really
make a
wanna
video
get
about
through it,
Keemstar.
it's
And how does
1.5.
Keemstar respond to this? Get this. By threatening to release his personal
I know,
info
I know,
on where he
I know,
fucking
Troll, I
lives.
know,
You're obsessed
I
with me.
know.
I have a portfolio of all your tweets mentioning me. When your video hits, expect a response. Dox 2.
Even Bashiverse, the content creator with the trouble past that Keemstar
I
later
know,
helped build
I know,
up,
I
jumped
know,
on the bandwagon
I
of
know,
Keemstar
I know,
hate,
guys,
which
I
crushed
know.
Keem even further.
On to lawyers in Kentucky, and we've
I
asked
know,
about
but hey,
taking
listen,
this to court.
listen.
They have absolutely no idea.
Okay, this is where I'm gonna pause it because I haven't paused it in a little bit. We're gonna take a little quick break, okay? So my dog's making all kinds of noises. Oh my gosh. Anyway, McKenna, I love McKenna. McKenna. I love, like, you. I love you. You are fucking hysterical. You are so funny. It's like, I love it. I love it. You guys are the best chatters ever. I love you guys.
Idea about the internet. Every time I've gone to legal representative, they're absolutely blown away that people can make money off of YouTube. That's how out of the loop they are. Me and Clara need help. Like so much freaking help right now. And we don't know what else to do or where to turn. Last time we tried to do this, somehow Keemstar found out and then threatened to spread more rumors about random girls to destroy me. If you wish to help us, please spread this video. I need someone in legal to see this and help us because we have no idea how to go about this or even where to start. We love every single one of you who have stuck by our sides.
We're still on Basher? Is this Basher talking?
Thank you.
Listen, Basher. Here's the problem. Is that you thought you were a fucking genius manipulator.
Look who's in the chat. Wasn't that the kid up on Savage's panel?
To talk about me and to let your audience know about my existence for months. And once they knew who I was, then I released this video.
Smoke Elijah's in the house.
So many people know about this subject.
Behave.
And my point of view of it.
Behave. This is Ash's classroom, okay? Behave.
Because I got you to react to me. And I got you to play victim to me. And I got you to pander to your audience.
Everything forward. You look forward and pay attention. We're learning. We're learning about Keem. I mean, I'm learning. This might be a refresher for some people, but I'm learning the lore.
But now that you haven't, I got your fans' attention. How good of a manipulator.
To give us some more insight on Keem's old controversies, this cancellation, and a bit of context of future things Keem would go through, I interviewed content creator Tommy C. SFTP, who would later host a podcast with Keem.
Considering what Basher had done, that Keem was responsible for rejuicing him, and he rejuiced.
Should I do a review on Tommy C? I think Tommy's hysterical. What do you guys think? A review on Tommy C. I'll have to look him up, but to like look up the lore, but I like Tommy C. I think he's funny. Yes, the puppy. Here's my little one. She's snoring. Oh, here's my girl. Then the other one. They like to fight over mama. Tommy's laugh is what's the word I'm looking for, guys? What's the word? I'm looking for a word. What is Tommy's laugh? I'm looking for a certain word. Help me.
Him
Can't think of the word I'm looking for.
He felt like he was getting kind of a raw deal from his girlfriend. I think he thought maybe, I don't know the details of, whatever had happened when he was a kid. He was 18, 19 years old. Maybe that was a mistake. We'd find on that there would be a pattern, but we didn't know this at the time. I'm certainly Keem didn't know that at the time. It was a give and take relationship. They both got a lot more famous. It's one of the greatest stories in Drama Alert history. Between him and Basher, and I can say that he was personally hurt when Basher had like I said during the leak, he said, "I need money, and I need money because Keem was the most hated person on the internet to go sue Keemstar, and it was probably a scam of some sort. He never did. He disappeared off the internet until about 2019." Disappeared again and unfortunately passed away recently.
There is no doubt that Keem would now be on edge and even more defensive when it comes to his inner circle after this betrayal. As to show the collaborative efforts against Keemstar, Leafy, Pyrocynical, Grade A Underray, Dex, and IW's videos.
Smoke Elijah, you are, I mean, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I really do. You're right. You're absolutely right. But who died? I'm sorry, I missed that part. Who died? Did Basher die? What?
This whole forget him and ignore him would have worked if you would have done it right away.
I forget
but
what.
Now that you haven't, I got your fans' attention. How good of a manipulator
To give us some more insight on Keem's old controversies, this cancellation, and a bit of context of future things Keem would go through, I interviewed content creator Tommy C. SFTP, who would later host a podcast with Keem.
Considering what Basher had done, that Keem was responsible for reducing him, and he reduced him because he felt like he was getting kind of a raw deal from his girlfriend. I think he thought maybe, I don't know the details of, whatever had happened when he was a kid. He was 18, 19 years old. Maybe that was a mistake. We'd find on that it would be a pattern, but we didn't know this at the time. And certainly Keem didn't know that at the time. It was a give and take relationship. They both got a lot more famous. It's one of the greatest stories in Drama Alert history.
Really?
Between him and Basher. And I can say that he was personally hurt when Basher had, like I said, during the leaf, he said, I need money because Keem was the most hated person on the internet to go sue Keemstar, and it was probably a scam of some sort. He never did, and he disappeared off the internet until about 2019. Disappeared again, and unfortunately passed away recently.
There is no doubt that Keem would now be on edge and even more defensive when it comes to his inner circle after this betrayal.
As well.
As to show the collaborative efforts against Keemstar, Leafy, Pyrocynical, Grady Underray, Vex, and IDubbbz videos got views in the multi-millions. Keem did make efforts to fix his image by justifying and apologizing for his actions in a 51-minute video uploaded to DramaAlert in June of 2016. First, Keemstar addresses one of the biggest, earliest expose videos by a channel that goes by Chosen.
That's right, encouraging suicide.
This already highlights a massive problem with the video Keem is making.
Smoke Elijah, you seem to know what's up. You seem to know a lot of the lore. Wow. I see you in a lot of the LCU chats. Are you just like a do you just go in there to just talk your shit? I mean, it's funny, but wow, that's crazy.
He does address many of his mistakes, like when he doxed the content creator Skype, or other lesser-known rants where Keemstar is trolling and insulting other people while using things like their race to attack them, or how he reported false allegations that hurt Toby Turner's channel severely. Though he fails to address everything. But it's not like these expose videos did a much better job, as most of them were poorly made and lacked much content.
Yeah, I mean, from just like my experience, I mean, I don't really have like a whole like big experience, but just from like my experience when and there's a video that I have posted on my channel of like when he was like calling me out on like a live stream for when I put justice for Joe Pesci or whatever, and he was just being so fucking just so disgusting to me. He's like, I hope you go die or something. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, and like, I don't know, but like, I can see it being a kind of like, that's my character type deal, because I guess, and this is one thing that I wanted to mention, like, why do people have to have a character? Like, do you not have like your own personality? Like me here? Like, this is me. Yes, I was banned. I got banned twice. Because the first time I said justice for yo mama when the whole Dabrowski thing happened. And then when the whole Joe Pesci thing happened, I typed justice for, well, with Joe Pesci, I put justice for Joe Pesci. And then I clipped the part on Rebel where he said about the membership thing, but the video that I made is on this channel if you want to go watch it later. But yeah, so I got banned twice, and yeah, then I made some noise, and Yo Mama made some noise for me. Oh, Morningstar, hi Morningstar, why did you get banned? What happened to you? Is this the band club? I can't keep to, I know. Listen, like, literally, I am, like, the person that I am here on screen, like, this is just me. Like, I don't believe in a character. Like, if you have to play a character, then you must not have a personality. I mean, just saying. Like, I mean, if you can't be you, and if you're not your own character, like, what are you doing? I just think that that's so weird.
Text and research.
But well, I'm not banned now. I just left on my own accord, but why did you get banned?
But with Keemstar's style of video, everything needed to be addressed and put out there. Like in the beginning of Chosen's video, there's a Twitter screenshot of Scare saying Keemstar DM'd him his parents' house address. And with there being much evidence of Keemstar doxing in the past, his intentions were most likely not good here.
Yes,
at least
real
that's what we can go off of because Keem never addressed it.
Absolutely,
he does address
Bionic.
the Alex situation, but more importantly, the clip of saying he hates his fans, which he says was a joke, but it's actually more probable that he doesn't remember the situation. So I think what I noticed, right, at least Keem confuses timelines a lot. So that became satirical. That initial clip was like what started it all. And what happened was because like
Hostile and Conqueso, we're gonna be going at it, guys.
The live stream, and then like fans kept like joining in and being absolutely ruining like the
I love when you guys go at it. It's freaking hilarious.
Well, I showed that video to him in 2016, and I can attest to swear my kids.
You're late for roll call.
Made so much bullshit over the years.
We took roll call like 2.5 hours ago. Where have you been?
You've seen it. At the time, you couldn't remember. And then
roll call. You're late for fucking roll call.
He was on with Basher, and they were fooling around. And that clip was really out of context. That's why
you late.
I've never seen the evidence,
bro.
When that clip was floating around during the grade A, under A, and Leafy situation, he told me, and it sounded legitimate, and it wasn't a private phone call, that he simply didn't remember saying that. And he doesn't even know what it was from. That's what he told me.
This happens quite a bit with Keem, being that he's been on the internet for so long that his day-to-day activities can be difficult to remember.
Smoke and listen to a video?
So it's very believable that he genuinely believes he was
wrong
joking
with
when he
you?
watched
What's
the video
wrong with
and is relying
you?
on others' information to fill in the blanks.
The
But relying
hell?
on others is a very dangerous
What's
thing
wrong
to do
with
online,
you?
or worse, when running an online news channel, like what happened with Sir Tony Ray or the accusations against Power Cynical. It should be mentioned that prior to releasing this video, after losing 200,000 subscribers and Scarce being promoted so much as Keemstar's competitor that he gained 1 million subscribers, it was enough. And for what seemed to be the first time, Keemstar left the internet. In the meantime, he had another content creator covering for him while he went on a retreat with close friends and drink. So when he returned a little over a week later, he released that video, and for the most part the hate was dying down, or it was at least reduced to what it was prior to his retreat. This event almost fully got Keemstar off the internet, but on the other end, there were still many things keeping him on, not just considering his passion for his news show, but also his podcast that went by the name Feuds, hosted mainly by Keemstar, Colossus Crazy that greatly opposed Keemstar, and Tommy C, who was the moderator. While we won't delve too much into this podcast, I will recommend Turkey Tom's video covering it. The main takeaways is that it helped Keemstar make amends with many content creators like Leafy is here that now had the shared experience of being the subject of a content cop. So a lot of hate jumped from Keemstar to Leafy. But refocusing to Keemstar and his post cancellation, Keem claims that when he returned, he embraced the bias in his reporting. In the end, it is his channel, and it can be understandable that things that he hyperfixates on are also the things he wants to report on. And now that all his dirty laundry was meticulously picked at by the internet for a month, viewers and creators had a full grasp of Keem, which gave him a unique immunity and power, because he now had everything out there, meaning that any future
I'm so glad that I found you guys from Buff and I took you. I took you.
And because he had so many of them, as previous as Doxing, there was little that could be said that would tarnish his image more than it already was.
He wants you back. He wants you back.
He get a full grasp of Keemstar as opposed to the more clean-cut creators. And there is no doubt he brought more himself into DramaAlert.
Where's Buff at?
Regardless,
What is he
YouTube was
doing?
a dramatic mess all around in 2016. The viewers knew this, the content creators knew this, and it's been revealed that apparently YouTube knew about this too and were extremely worried about how it was negatively affecting the platform, and therefore the companies that advertised on it. I got this information through an interview with Pescator, a seemingly controversial figure within the community that was the head of the DramaAlert news team from mid-2017 to 2019.
They had to call in a special little conference back then when it was Leafy and Keemstar were getting into it. That was real.
Is that guy Leafy on the screen?
They were almost, excuse me, they were
that
almost
emo-looking kid?
Delete their channels, or I think at least get rid of their the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program. I think they were going to get rid of their
I wonder if that's...
but they didn't at the time.
I wonder if that's
on,
real. Like, if the whole van thing, like, if that was, like, a genuine thing.
I've got to change. I've got to,
I don't remember.
You know, I've got to change with this platform. So he did. And, you know, that's just the way it goes.
It could have been this that prompted Keemstar to release his mission statement, asking for a friendlier environment. But no matter what Keem did, he could not reach the viewership that he had in the earlier months of 2016, as his views were dropping drastically through the end of the year, with his competitor Scares outperforming him every month. Again, this is partly helped by him being boosted by other content creators as an alternative to Keemstar. By the start of 2017, though much of the drama around Keemstar had died down, it was very clear that his viewership was dying down along with it. So he had yet another problem in front of him. But instead of getting better, things just got worse. Worse than his competition with Scares, and worse than having to rebuild his DramaAlert team. As many remember, 2017 was the year of the apocalypse. because the drama that 2016 was remembered for, and the edgy humor that bled into the beginning months of 2017, was made all the more worse when traditional news networks covered PewDiePie, who was doing things that many consider to be highly controversial acts, at least on the surface level. This and other questionable actions across YouTube had many advertisers leaving in panic. The end result was content creators' videos getting demonetized en masse, as YouTube was experimenting with its new algorithm meant to promote and monetize family-friendly videos. And because they really needed to build the confidence of advertisers back up, they erred on the side of extreme caution. So many channels that lacked truly controversial content saw their paychecks being slashed. Keemstar himself saw only 10% of the revenue he would usually get. Where many creators quit, took breaks, or reformatted their content, Keemstar kept going, and actually for this time period, fully removed ads off his videos so that the smaller YouTubers could get the small amount of advertisements flowing through YouTube. But there was still a benefit in this for Keem, and that was other creators, mainly Scares, were struggling too, to the point that Scares stopped making videos for 2 months. Though Scares says he left because of family issues, Keemstar says it was most likely the money. While in
my question is, do you have 2 streams on at one time? And if so, how do you focus on both of them at the same time? Because I can't, like, I've tried to have 2. What? How? What? My brain couldn't, like, I've tried and my brain can't, like, it's too much. It's too much info. I have something too, but okay, then we must have different cases. Like, I literally, like, there must be, like, different, like, types of ADHD, because, like, I can't focus, like, I can't. Wait, so you read lips, or do you read lips or what? Come on, man.
It might seem reasonable that during your worst performing months, money-wise, would be opportune for a break. This was actually the absolute worst time that Scares could have left. And that's because of the divine invasion of YouTube. With that platform shut down, many of those creators migrated to YouTube, and among those was Jake and Logan Paul. Drama machines that bounced off each other and captivated millions of children while simultaneously annoying millions of adults. Though the commentary community was still in a bit of a rut, they could all agree on their hatred for the Paul brothers. But not Keemstar. His first video covering Jake was on the Everyday Bro song that introduced Jake to the majority of YouTube. This video's performance was mediocre. But then he covered him again, and again, for about 7 videos in a row, only interrupted by the video saying that he won't be on DramaAlert for a few days. And for the first time in a year, Keem's channel was on a climb. Prior to Jake Paul, his videos were getting about 500,000 views. Post Jake Paul, he was getting 1 million
only
to 3 million
500,000
video, just in time for ads to stabilize a bit more, turn them back on, and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. As for how this affected the content itself, it's no secret that Jake Paul harbored a younger audience of children and young teenagers. Possibly in response to this, Keemstar was more animated and less vulgar, which went perfectly when adapting to Jake's younger audience. This also went hand in hand with being more family-friendly. Though DramaAlert was outperforming Scares significantly view-wise when he came back in July, Scares still had about 1 million more subscribers than him. But just 3 months later, with content packed with the pop of this drama, DramaAlert passed Scares. But let's look at the bigger picture. Let's take a look at the global news rankings on YouTube for this time. A capture for August 29, 2017 shows DramaAlert, according to Social Blade, outperforming CNN, Vox, MSNBC, CBS, Fox News, and BBC News. Also many other traditional and non-traditional news channels.
Interesting.
There was no argument. DramaAlert was back, and it was
This
back
is all
on top.
very, I mean,
Peaking
to
at
me it's
61
very
billion views
interesting.
a month
Just
show
saying.
again that Keemstar's persistence had once again paid off. While many of these videos covering the drama around Jake Paul were just quick retelling of his videos, there was quite a bit of interviews and information gathered behind the scenes that allowed DramaAlert to get exclusive information and also get stories out faster than other channels.
But there was a time where it was nothing to get 10,000 new subs.
Is that what he plays?
You know, a video just about Jake Paul being in his house and, you know, what girls came by. You know, it was crazy, man. We had inside sources along that whole road.
Oh my God.
I actually had, I talked with a lady across the street from the house and courted her as an asset. And every day she would tell me exactly what's going on. And one morning she called me up, she DM'd me and she said, how much would y'all pay me for a picture of all of Team 10 lined up on the wall with the cops? I said, we don't pay for stories. That's one thing we don't do. You know, if you want to give it to us, we'll credit you, whatever. And she said, okay. She sent me that picture of all of Team 10 lined up against the wall with that guy Nick turned when they got swatted. It was one of the greatest pictures I'd ever seen as far as like scandalous.
Buff's
And
a
we
good
put that as a
egg. I like
thumbnail, and he did the whole story. He doesn't like doing swatting stories, but he did a story on that, and I remember that
I
video
mean,
went
I
bonkers. It was like
personally
3 million
can't watch.
You would think that one of these
play
drama-oriented videos would have been
games, like,
Keemstar's
that's
most viewed
just-
video of
you know,
2017.
that's just not my
no,
thing,
that
but
position
I do
belongs
pop
to the rehashing
over
of his
and hit the
2012
like
hit,
button
Dollar
and
in the
all
Woods,
that stuff,
fitting the dramatization of the diss track floating around at the time.
in
This
the
video eventually
woods.
got up to 11 million views. As silly as it was, it really helped
does
encapsulate how
anybody
Keem,
know
in a year's time, went
how-
from being one of the most
what
hated
this
creators on
song's
the
about?
internet to still being a hated creator, but also achieving a
I
sort
don't
of meme
think
status
that
as his
this
character was
tells
becoming
us
more
why.
well known and accepted throughout the online community. As hated as he was, he still had more character, energy, and a talent to entertain that most content creators could hope to have. He was partly a reality star of YouTube who gained even more respect from the community when in December of 2017,
yeah, those are a
he
big
interviewed
low-
a swatter. A swatter whose
locales.
phone call got someone killed. Though at first this sounds horrible, as Keemstar gave a platform to someone like that. But the truth was, Keem and his team had the intention of bringing this person on to get them to confess
will
on the show.
say
To Keem's
that-
surprise, it worked
right.
immediately.
I will
So
say
you
that.
you swatted that address, correct?
Sure.
Okay,
Right.
so you swatted the address. You put in the fake hostage situation, correct?
Yep.
And then this guy gets killed.
That's what happened.
But blindsided by this quick submission,
Yeah, Dollar in
Keem,
the
as he
Woods, but
claims,
what-
struggled to continue
what's that
the interview,
about?
at least in an optimal state.
Quick update for those of you that might not know yet, the swatter has been arrested.
What's all
and my
that Dollar
main
in the Woods
objective
about?
With the interview,
I don't
was
know what
to
that
get
song's
him to
about.
verbally confess to what
Cyrax.
took place. Like that was my
I feel like
only
somebody told me
goal, and I
not
had
to look
all these
into
strategies and all
Cyrax.
these
Who
techniques
was
that I would
that?
pull the truth out
feel
of him.
like
But as you saw,
I feel
in
like
the
somebody
interview,
did.
he verbally confessed to it like
I
right
can't
off the bat.
remember.
And then I was just
Can't
lost.
remember who said
I got
that.
so
Was
much
it
praise all
Huggy?
around
I
the
think it
world
was
saying that I
Huggy.
did a
Huggy
good job on the
Bear.
interview. But quite frankly, I did a really bad job. As soon as he
Stop
gave me the
it.
confession, like I didn't know where to go
Stop
from
it.
there. I asked him about, do you have parents? He said he doesn't
Stop
have
it. I
parents. Like
can't
there should have
even.
been a follow-up question,
I
like what do you
can't.
mean? And then the guy just kept throwing me off by not being remorseful at all or sorry for what took place. I was just like at a loss for words. Like my brain.
But the following day, Keemstar brought the welcome news that the swatter was arrested, ending the episode by promoting a GoFundMe for the family that fell victim to the swatting.
That interview. Now, I want to let my audience know that there is a GoFundMe to help pay for funeral expenses for the family of the victim. That link is the top link in the description
I don't know
of
a
this
lot about
video.
Even if there
about
was a bit of
Cyrax.
opposition against
I
Keemstar
really
for
don't.
monetizing that interview and bringing a swatter on a
Does,
platform, the majority of viewers appreciated the intention and action of helping get a swatter behind bars, as this is regarded as one of the best things DramaAlert has ever done.
Oh, yeah,
Ending a strong
wait,
year with
yeah.
strong action. Moving on to
Why? What do you
2018, while it
mean?
still did well viewership-wise, no
Why?
individual month came close to surpassing DramaAlert's peak
Can
month the
you
year
at
prior.
least tell
But if it
me
wasn't
why?
obvious then, it was by May 2018 that Keemstar had several revenue streams, and as he expanded them, DramaAlert was an
boy.
ever-decreasing stream
How
compared to
bad?
the money he was receiving from his
How
other
bad
ventures,
is he?
namely Friday
how
Fortnite,
bad is
what
it?
many accepted to be the first competitive Fortnite competition that was to happen
no.
weekly, with the prize pool increasing
Oh,
with each
no.
weekly airing. Though the specifics of the rules
Can
of
you-
the tournament
can
are
I,
not
like,
of
at
extreme
least know
importance to this
something?
video,
I
the
don't like
controversies and
being in the
success of it
dark.
are. As for how this happened, Keem has always delved into competitive
I'd have to
gaming
come
and gaming teams. Some projects were more
Well,
successful than
listen,
others,
I
but
gotta
Friday
get
Fortnite
through
was his
this
biggest
video.
success thus
I gotta
far
get
in
through
that
this
field.
video.
It may have been even influenced by his newly adapted audience of children and teenagers that tuned in for his continued coverage of the Paw Brothers. Regardless, the problems with the
'Cause
tournament
if
came with
not,
Keem's operation of
I
it.
won't get it
One
done.
that is objectively not fair, but operates for the
won't
sake
get
of
it fucking
entertainment and not to see who was the top Fortnite player. As
'Cause I get
contention
off-
began building
off
when
topic,
Keemstar stated
or
that these
I
events
get
were
off
made
track.
for just that,
I need to stay
entertainment.
on track
He was not
before my
seeking the
manager
best
comes
Fortnite
in
players,
here
but
and
rather the most entertaining ones,
yells at
and
me.
the ones that he mostly had a good repertoire with. His Twitter post
My-
explaining this did not
my
please the many that were good at the
manager's gonna
game,
come
but
yell
lacked
at
the
me.
size to compete, creating a rich
Yeah,
get richer controversy
oh,
until
wow.
Fortnite started hosting their own competitive events. Still following the format of rhyming a
Who's
weekday
this?
with a game came other successful competitions that pitted popular
Who's
YouTubers and
this
streamers
guy?
alike, like Minecraft Mondays, that was officially established in 2019. This, like its many predecessors, pulled in millions of unique viewers across several streams, and also towards the sponsorships of the events like G Fuel, arguably the largest and most memorable sponsor of Keemstar that could be found through a multitude of Keem's projects. But
So
in
he's a
reality,
weirdo,
this is
like
not the
a-
actual timeline. A timeline where Keemstar's
like
biggest
a
controversy between 2018 and
creepy
2019
weirdo.
was that the selection of creators who starred in his video game competition was biased was not the biggest controversy of this time. There are two major controversies that happen between them, one significantly lesser known than the other. So we'll cover the lesser known one first, and to do that we'll have to talk about the person at the center of it, Just Destiny, known now as Mori. While we won't delve too much into the situation, I will recommend Nicholas Diorio's video where he gives a detailed rundown on what happened. For the sake of brevity, we'll give a quick rundown. Back in February of 2019, Just Destiny was, and still practically is, known as a Leafy clone. But unlike Leafy, he's just focused on daytime television like many other channels around him. Through this, Just Destiny was able to get 1.7 million subscribers. So in the YouTube creator community, he was cemented as one of those many channels filling in the hole Leafy left. But he began to get much unwanted attention when his thumbnails came into question. Usually clickbaiting kids and teenagers that starred in these television programs. While those questioning his choice of thumbnails were relatively small, they grew ever in size when he abused YouTube's copyright system to strike down a channel, calling him a predator. Not only was this blatant abuse of the copyright system, Lieutenant Cobra, the channel struck,
when he used to do it like that, did he always
Lieutenant
have
Cobra
a
was also a very small channel that was hosted by a 15-year-old. There are many aspects about this entire situation that made Lieutenant Cobra's video extremely unbelievable, and would have been relatively unknown if Just Destiny let it be. He even went as far as to send over a cease and desist. Many creators already having issues with Just Destiny's personality had even more of a reason to hate him, as sending illegitimate takedown requests are among one of the worst things a creator can do to another creator in the online realm. So an already established group of smaller creators took it upon themselves to combat this and spread the words of his abuse. This was a group that also opposed Keemstar, which was practically the entire purpose of the group, which was to grow without Keemstar's influence. But their hatred of Just Destiny was greater than their hatred for Keem, so they let him in with the pretense that he would help take down this copyright abuser. And things went really well at first, as Keem invited Just Destiny on a show where he was able to easily counter Just Destiny's points and made it clear that he made a massive mistake by targeting the smaller channel that, though he was slandering him, chose the wrong route to silence him. But there was a bit of a slip-up on Keem's part, when he asked,
seems really weird to me. It's like, from the outside looking in, like, it makes me have to ask this question, like, do you touch kids?
Oh my god, really?
But do you? Do you touch kids?
Keem, stop asking ridiculous questions.
Usually when Keemstar paints someone as a predator, he does so on Twitter, and does it a bit more passively. But him asking the question outright and so sudden made his tactic where he slanders other parties by spreading rumors a bit too obvious. Maybe it was this that reminded the audience of what kind of person Keemstar could be, or their general disapproval of the interview caused Keem to lose 3,000 subscribers. While Keem and other creators were able to get Just Destiny to remove the strike and walk back his actions, this wasn't enough for Keem as he lost, even in the smallest way possible. So like he does with other situations, he snowballed this into something regrettable. But not yet for Keem, as Keem's tactics of painting Just Destiny as a predator worked to an extent, and was able to enlist the help of this group of content creators to be able to gather his personal information for the sake of exposing his potential predatory past. That was the narrative. Though things started to change when Keem began doing things in the group that they would see as questionable. And that is leaking information.
What's his Skype name?
I'm going to send it to you right now. I don't want to really share his Skype name publicly with anyone. I don't want that getting out, but I mean, I'll send it to you.
As Keem had information that no others had of Just Destiny through trust. Namely his Skype, as that was used to do the interview on DramaAlert. And with a little prodding, he gave the Skype to a known swatter who was helping him investigate Just Destiny. And a few failed leads later, Keem was finally able to obtain the identity of Just Destiny. Keemstar finally had access to his docs. And what he did with this extremely sensitive information was give the information to Lieutenant Cobra, who did little with it besides talk about it to other content creators. But Keemstar, in doing this, doxed Just Destiny. And the act of ignorance was up, as normally Keemstar is able to play it off as he wasn't aware of the consequences of his actions, but being backed into a corner during a live stream, the mask fell off, and the truth everyone already knew came out.
I doxed Destiny. Doxing is bad if someone has the intent to harass.
Yeah, but you said you had the intent to harass Just Destiny, so wouldn't that make your dox illegal?
I said that I wanted to harass him, but...
That's the same as that means intent, Gene.
Oh, whatever, I got so guilty. I'm not hacking into his shit. I'm not doing anything but looking at public information that he posted publicly. So, you know, this whole thing where Tommy plays this big guy, and same thing with Nick, where they play this fucking big guy like, you know what, we have dirt on Keemstar. No, you don't. I doxed him. What are you going to do about it? And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If you think my career is going to be ruined or hurt in any way for what I just said on this show and what I've admitted to, you're crazy.
As for what happened to Keemstar, really nothing much. It was covered by many creators as the doxing is seen severely worse than a takedown of a video. And even through the many enemies Keemstar made, he was still largely unaffected because what's a drop in a bucket already overflowing with controversies. Though his next controversy did not go by so easily, and being that it is a sensitive subject that any which person has a different opinion on, we will cover this quickly and with the basic facts laid out there. This is where we talk about Etika. There are many questionable things that Keemstar universally gets hatred for, mostly due to his inability to grasp mental health, as no doubt Keemstar has a very different perspective and motivation than most people and is unfamiliar with how prevalent mental disease is and how seriously it can affect someone. Keeping this in mind, Keem had the perspective that Etika, who was having many mental breakdowns in 2018 and 19, was perhaps faking it for views. We know for a fact that he wasn't, but this is to explain Keem's mindset. To that is where Keemstar did such things, such as tweet out the mental hospital that Etika was staying at. Some other examples of Keemstar's older perspectives on mental health can be well encapsulated by this tweet he made toward Chris Raygun, a content creator going through his own mental health issues in the same time period, where Keem says, "Why is everyone claiming that they are suffering from mental health issues? Life is not meant to be happy 24/7. If it was, you would not know what happy is. You wouldn't be able to compare it to anything. So some of you might be sick, fine, but most of you are just babies or lying." Or a tweet made in 2019 saying, "The drug companies invent all these illnesses so they could sell drugs to morons. Social anxiety is 100% a fake invented illness so they can sell you drugs and make millions. Stop being weak. Society is literally going to die if you keep this bullshit up." Not much changed on his perspective on mental health, when on May 19, 2019, at the peak of a mental breakdown and fresh out of the mental hospital, Keemstar interviewed Etika on his show.
Why not?
Why do you fear death?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's scary, because if you really think about it, then why live? Just jump off a cliff. If it's just a simulation, who cares?
Movie Bird Box?
No, I haven't watched that movie. I got horrible reviews.
You know what happens in the movie Bird Box?
Go ahead, explain it.
Humanity confronts the fifth dimensional being. Keemstar, you're sitting there, right? You're asking yourself, oh, let me go outside today. And guess what happens when you open the front door? You see eternity swinging on maybe your playground swing set, or you see eternity sitting in your car. You see something that doesn't belong, something more powerful than you. A lot of human beings can't handle something outside of their understanding, and that's why they fear what they don't understand. Now, in the movie Bird Box, rather than humanity killing what they don't understand kills humanity.
More select clips of Keemstar's interview are consistently recycled through the internet. As to why these clips are constantly cycled is because a month later, Etika was found dead by his own hands. There was much sadness, confusion, disbelief, and hatred going around the community throughout this time, some that Keemstar was not exempt from, as he received much hatred for his prior interview with Etika. But also people brought in counterpoints that showed Etika's repertoire of Keemstar, namely in a live stream done on October 29, 2018.
We're here for hours, you know what I'm saying? Another donation came through, man. Let me see here. Let's see what Keemstar's saying. We're gonna check him out. Ninpaul, if I disagree with Keemstar, it won't be the first time, man. Like, I disagree with him on so many things, but I still find him entertaining. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, if he says something aggressive towards me, I don't really mind, man. Let's keep looking. I don't want to get... Okay, Keemstar says, I actually like Etika. I don't think he's evil like Fuzzy, but he's definitely manic as fuck. He always acts like this. Nah, not like this. Actually, yeah, just like this, Keemstar. I mean, yo, but you know, Keemstar, you can't be mad at him for saying that, bro. He hasn't been around. It's not like he's a fucking fan. Keemstar literally didn't know my existence until, like, what, only a year ago with the whole C&D slotting thing. So don't be mad at Keemstar for this, guys. Like, I don't see why y'all are being mad in a sense, because it was a very manic thing that I did. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in the ward anymore, and I don't have any crazy medicine to take. There's some anxiety pills for 2 weeks or whatever. So it's like, and it's not necessarily something to be mad at. Don't be mad at Keemstar. It's all right, man. Like, I'm not holding anything against this nigga. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not sucking his dick either. Fuck Keemstar. But fuck it. Why be mad at this nigga? Keem deleted a tweet also. I mean, I don't know why we're looking at Keem, but, you know, he's a very interesting guy.
Also with this, Etika's mother and ex-girlfriend came out saying that Keem had no part in Etika's passing, and that he was actually quite a large fan of his. But this developed into multiple sites arguing against each other, bringing in third parties.
Hold on, let's read those. Just... Hello, Keemstar. This is Etika's mother responding to you to address the recent threats and accusations you've received in relation to his death. I wish to inform Etika's fans, friends, and viewers that Keemstar is not responsible for Etika's passing and should not be held accountable for my son's actions. Etika loved Keemstar's show and wanted to make his appearance on the program both memorable and exciting. My son's goal was to make... Sound it out. What? Stop it. Shit, now I lost my place. Damn it. Oh, my son's goal was to make the segment as dramatic and entertaining as possible, not to use it as a vehicle of hatred towards the show's host and creators. Spread love and goodwill instead of passing judgment. What's truly needed is a much better platform supporting mental health awareness throughout the world. Please build up your online community with kindness instead of recklessly breaking each other down. In God we trust, that you take these blessings we send to you. I agree. Build up your online community. Hey.
Mother and ex-girlfriend came out saying that Keem had no part in Etika's passing, and that he was actually quite a large fan of his.
Please, I beg you all, as Etika's ex-girlfriend, please stop this hate towards Keem. Desmond loved Keemstar. Supported him for years. He absolutely did not blame him for
But this developed into multiple sides arguing against each other, bringing in third parties wanting his passing to be drama-free and not to be remembered as a drama revolving around Keemstar or other parties, but a tragedy and a reminder that mental health should be taken seriously. But it was brought up again in major light the very next year in 2020 through none other than H3H3's content nuke, where this wound was reopened by Ethan. Also showing another clip of content creator FoozyTube's manic episodes against Keemstar in 2018, where after a failed event, Foozy got on top of a car and said,
"Hey, I'm just telling you as a man at 28 years old what I feel. You made me want to commit suicide last year. I wanted to kill myself because of all the attention you gave me. I rewatched videos going viral after the attention you're giving me now of you saying, Foozy is the biggest piece of shit, egotistical asshole on this earth. I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill myself."
And that is the extent that we will talk about it. With that, we can talk about what this content nuke even was and why H3H3 took such opposition against Keemstar. And according to Pescator, this is something Keem snowballed as well, as it all originated through a comment H3H3 made in 2017 when Keemstar appeared in H3's podcast.
He's still mad at Ethan for that little comment after he went to his podcast. Well, he was one of the first people on that H3 podcast.
Almost
he went to that
over,
podcast.
guys.
They filmed him in the most unflattering
Thank you for being here with
way.
me through
he looked
this.
like a pear. When he was,
Through all of this.
That was one of the reasons why he started running again. He was behind the scenes. He's like, man, I'm kind of fat. But that podcast,
little chunky.
somebody wrote in the comments, why'd you have Keem on there? And H3 was just like, yeah, we really don't like him, but whatever. And when Keem saw that, there you go. That's where it started.
3 years later, and many small back and forths through Twitter and jabs against H3 on DramaAlert and H3 heading back, this eventually, after much confidence, turned into content nuke Keemstar, a sort of take on the content cop iDubbbz made. As for what new things it brought to the table in terms of Keemstar's known controversies, practically nothing. But it was effective in the sense that it showcased Keemstar's wrongdoing to new viewers that were not very familiar with Keemstar nor knew about or watched iDubbbz's Content Cop back in 2016. This sent a massive wave of hate towards Keemstar as his older and new controversies were being fleshed out for a new audience of millions. Expanded by 2 further videos H3 made on Keem, but the reaction towards H3 video wasn't all positive. Within the over hour-long coverage that these videos were spread across, there were bound to be a few mistakes and improperly researched aspects that plague any sort of long-form content. In fact, you can look at my comments and you'll probably see a few things that I got wrong with this video, as is typical for these projects. The problem was that H3H3, or Ethan, doesn't make corrections unless he's backed into a corner. And some of the more serious errors was when Ethan failed to provide context in many sections, so we'll talk about the 2 more prominent ones. First is Smile for YouTube. Ethan talked about how Keemstar gave out Smile for YouTube's wife and his phone numbers and address on livestream, which got them swatted, but failed to mention the harassment that Keemstar also endured from Smile for YouTube's doxings on livestream beyond a single sentence where Ethan says Keemstar claimed that Smile for YouTube swatted him first.
Keemstar claims that Smile for YouTube swatted him first.
Smile for YouTube dude is a liar, alright? I never swatted him, he swatted me, and he swatted Basher.
Another example of failing to paint a fuller picture was when Ethan brought up the swatter Keem interviewed in late 2017. The one he helped get an admission of guilt from and also promoted the GoFundMe for the victim's family. Ethan failed to mention both of these key pieces of information, which then made it seem like he was knowingly leaving out those aspects out to paint Keem poorly for what some considered to be a good deed.
People.
Though there is a chance he really didn't know about it, there is still no correction made anywhere in the comments, so it's harder to justify. As for the last big piece that made this content nuke controversial was Ethan directly attacking G Fuel.
Keemstar's got a bottle of G Fuel somewhere in his house that's actually a Horcrux. How is G Fuel still sponsor this guy, by the way? G Fuel brought to you by false pedophilia accusations. Chug it, G Fuel. Get it now.
One of, if not Keemstar's biggest sponsor at the time, to the point that his contract with them was terminated, which set a terrifying precedent for many content creator feuds. Maybe in future disagreements, instead of targeting your opposition's actions, you could weaponize your fan base to target their sponsors and therefore the source of revenue. But this tactic could also be used in retaliation, as by the time things settled down, H3 had actually lost more sponsors than Keemstar through the fallout of his nuke. It was mutually assured destruction that many viewers and content creators hold different perspectives on. And also Keemstar in the past had also done the very same thing, just not to this degree.
If G Fuel dropped Keemstar, I would say that's very much Keemstar's fault.
And another thing you did in this video is an absolute first
Haven't Keem and H3
Isn't that interesting?
been going
well,
at
Keemstar,
it
why don't
like
you just
back and
leave the word
forth for
hypocrite
years?
out of your mouth from now on.
Fucking hypocrite. You've always been a goddamn hypocrite.
Many of these teams are big, they have lots of sponsors, and at the same time, they're being racist, homophobic, and trying to convince other children.
Did he say homophobic? Hold on. Being homophobic.
Been a goddamn hypocrite.
Many of these teams are big, they have lots of sponsors, and at the same time, they're being racist, homophobic, and trying to convince other children to kill themselves.
You went after my sponsors.
And they are sponsored by Elgato, Loot Crate, Scuff Controllers,
The way that
and
Keem pronounces
Cyberpower PC.
It's an absolute
words.
first for YouTube.
Why are these sponsors sponsoring such a team?
You went after my sponsors.
There are many small teams out there that do not act this way that I think are more worthy of these sponsorships.
But
I've
what this
noticed
whole thing
Keem
brought to light
pronounces
was
a lot of words
confirmation.
wrong. It's freaking
a confirmation
hysterical.
that Keemstar cannot truly be cancelled because he is in a golden era of controversy that embraces
Yep.
and empowers him. Yes, he can be cancelled if it came out that he was a domestic
the
abuser
last
or predator,
couple minutes.
but he's not.
Last couple
he is a
minutes.
doxer and hated for many things, but just enough for
Wow.
him to be talked about and energized. So you can't cancel Keemstar for having a 20-year-old girlfriend while he is in his late 30s. That, interestingly enough, might also be due to him being stuck in his 20s mentally, as the 20-year-olds that make up a large portion of YouTube act as his peers, which also largely impact his personality. But back to this golden
I can
area
agree
of
with that.
controversy, it's something that we've seen through Jake Paul and Leafy is here. It works well for any given content creator, as you will always find supporters and objectors constantly talking about these figures and bringing them to light, embracing it and developing light controversies that have that effect of creating more arguments where the sides are usually split help keep the fire burning. Though it seems now that the newer, more sanitized standards of the internet have fought back against this, as Leafy is now banned and Jake Paul has moved beyond YouTube. Keemstar, however, has avoided major controversies, at least in comparison to the ones he had years prior. This could be partially influenced by YouTube directly reaching out to him about his feud with H3H3. Whatever the case, there has been a pattern of decline in Keem's DramaAlert channel that cannot be blamed on oversaturation or what Keemstar claims to be YouTube taking more control over the algorithm and slowly killing his channel. Where in the early months of 2021, it was rare for one of his videos not to break 1 million views. Now it's rare for a video to go beyond 600,000 views, and since May of 2021, his channel has been bleeding subscribers. But this came at an opportune time, as Keemstar has said in the past that once he reaches 40, he is retiring from the DramaAlert channel,
Yeah,
and so
no,
came
the
his
fuck
announcement to
me.
retire on his 40th birthday in March 8th, 2022, where he is actively looking for a replacement for his show. So after 13 years on the platform, this finally seems to be the end of Keemstar. The man has seen and lived through several different versions of YouTube, surviving through them with spite
If so,
and
that's
persistence.
in a couple
There
days.
are many, if not most people,
If
that
that's
hate
what that guy
Keemstar for
meant.
his previous actions. But equally, he also stands as a symbol of success on the platform. An example that you can be cancelled and do questionable things, but with enough work, you can get to where you want to be. You can accept that Keemstar is an infamous figure, but also understand why he still exists. Keemstar is a doxer, manipulative, vindictive, aggressive, spiteful, and will sacrifice anything and everything to get even with someone. But he's also entertaining, focused, and wealthy beyond most YouTubers. Because DramaAlert for Keemstar, as he claims, is only 5 to 10% of his revenue. Keemstar has investments in crypto, pro gaming, celebrity boxing, real estate, and various other lesser-known investments like a makeup palette. He also exists in large part outside of YouTube. Yes, there is a fall in views, but there is still a massive rise in wealth. The longer he stays on, the longer his character gains immunity. Keemstar the Clown, the reality TV star of YouTube, is a memorable character that during the making of this video has announced that he will actually not retire from DramaAlert as intended, citing that he is unable to find a replacement and that the value placed on DramaAlert is too low. So even now, Keemstar is still staying on YouTube. But one cannot help wonder how different YouTube's timeline would have been if Keemstar had entered YouTube not as himself and not as a troll, but if he was able to fully craft his image with intention as most YouTubers are now. Regardless, Keemstar, the person that he is, and even with his persistence
The bus
on
dropped you
platform,
off late.
would still not
No,
have found any success or have a shred of relevancy if there wasn't a demand or a void in aggression and instability on YouTube. A demand for drama that dragged him into the platform back in 2009.
I'm still trying to
Keemstar
process.
is that, and so long as that exists, so will Keemstar.
Okay, I need to digest that. I need to digest that. Okay. We need a wow, okay. What's going on Pitt? What's Pitt doing over there? Yeah, McKenna, that's what I'm saying too. Let's go see Buff. Let's go see Buffy. Let's go see Buff. Hi, Buffy. Hi, Buff. Look, watch. I'm gonna type in his chat. Watch. Let's see if he notices. Can you guys hear him? Let's see.
What's up, Ashes? Hey, your streams have been lit as fuck, bro. Figure it out, dude. Bro, I'm dueling against Yami, and she's actually built a dope-ass deck. Oh my god, bro. I gotta build Joey's deck now.
We watching you.
I just have
He
to.
already calling you.
Oh my god, bro.
Hold on. What do you mean he's calling me? Hold on. Hold on. Let me tell you something else. Hold on. I'm gonna put some. Look, I put a bunch of little eyeballs. I put a bunch of little eyeballs in there. He's almost at 2K.
Come on.
Hold on, is he live? Oh.
Stop doing that to yourself.
What is he?
You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
Oh, yeah. Bob.
Come on, you gotta fucking duel me. You gotta fucking rule me.
We're just gonna.
Harpy feathers, but you really can't fool me. Got Ashes in the chat. Know that the FGM back. What the fuck is that? Got Mazer, got Alex. Yeah, you know what's up. I don't give a fuck. I'm pecking feathers on this fucking duck. And we gon' keep riding till we cluck, cause Big Diesel, aka Buff, just don't give a fuck. Yes, we rapping while we dueling. Yes, I don't give a fuck. So high that I'm drooling. FGM sitting back, yes, it's on my side. I don't give a fuck. I stream till I motherfucking die. About to move so smooth. I don't give a fuck, cause I'm just a bald black dude. Streaming on my shit, thinking that I'm rude, thinking that I'm crude. And I get back, I'm just trying to get my AM mood. All right. I think this is the end. And it's okay, cause we about to do this again. And I appreciate you, Yami, but you not finna beat me.
This is so. This is so. Yeah, I'm like. This is like. I'm in the this is a vibe, man. I can't stop grooving.
Okay.
I can't stop grooving to it.
Yami, can I tell you something?
Grooving.
XD, one more.
All right.
No, hold on.
All right, Buff. I need to see what. Let me see. Wait. Let me see. What's your mama doing?
Why is everybody so scared of your mama, bro? What is going on?
Uh-oh.
What is happening here?
I'm gonna have to go back.
It's scary. For the $5. Your mama stand on business. We can't keep having this nonsense from Boogie, Desi on Pit. Axe.
I
can't.
She can switch interns. That'd be cool if she came in Pit and did it with 3 of us.
Uh-oh, it looks like you made a video.
It's just too much.
Uh-oh.
Well, I gotta say this though.
What?
Shout outs to
Pit is almost over, but
I never would. Never hired.
Oh my gosh, Glammy. Oh gosh. Everybody's over watching Yo Mama. But you know what? I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. 'Cause oh my gosh, look at Mr. Glammy. Mr. Glammy's in the chat. This is a new personality. Who? What's that mean? What? I'm just getting my groove on? Was that I'm not reviewing because the video's over so I can let loose a little bit. Yes. Yeah, because what I do is I just go back and I just watch Pit on 1.25. But okay. Okay, let me oh wait, I'm getting confused. Wait, no, I don't want to close that yet. All right, hold on one second. Okay, let me bring. Hold on, let me bring.
Okay, you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, when I
what's
said,
up?
is this a new personality? Bro, like when I was there when Glammy first went on, she's had like 5 different personalities. And right now she looks like she's aged 15 years in the last year.
I couldn't agree. Listen, I couldn't agree. Well, I think it's that fucking place.
I don't know. Well, one, she cut her hair. She chopped her hair way the hell off. I was gonna say fix your screen. I'm looking at it. She cut her fucking hair off. She buzzed it. I don't know what style she's going for sitting there with. Oh my god. Do you guys remember? No, I can't even reference it. Steve Buscemi. And he was dressed up like a kid with a skateboard. It was one of those scary movies or shit. He's like, hello, my fellow youngsters. That's legit the vibe she's giving.
Hold on, wait. What is it?
She's like an old person trying to act young.
Okay.
Like if I was to go to a skate park, she's old stuck. Ass.
She is stuck. She has even said that I'm trying to think of like how
they call it being a hag.
What? That's what it's called?
Yeah, I have friends that are young, and I found out it's called being a hag. It's when she wants to act like she's still like in her early 20s, and she's not. It'd be the same as me taking my old ass to a skate park and doing some ollies and some 360s,
Yeah.
Some kick flips and shit, some grail riding. Can I do it?
Wow.
Yeah. Am I gonna? No. Why? I look old as shit. I ain't doing it. It's not happening. So, but she got this fucking personality again. Every fucking channel she's been on, she's changed her personality. It's like she doesn't have one of her own.
Listen, I'm telling you. And not only that, all that she has up in the brain is hot
There's
air.
not much there.
It's hot air.
Not much up there.
Correct. It's hot fucking air.
So, best statement ever is if I was to talk to her, I would just tell her, look, the acoustics in your head must be fantastic.
Yes. Because
God damn.
That's what she hears. All she sees and dreams about is rainbows and butterflies and unicorns.
And being a fake nerd and a fake geek and a fake this and a fake that.
It's crazy. Isn't it crazy?
It's fucking nuts. Okay, she came on trying to act like a Star Wars nerd by sticking some stickers on the wall she got from her grandkids. Come on, bruh.
From her grandkids. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's
I think she admitted she has grandkids or some shit. She's a dude. She's close to my age.
She's in her
mid-40s.
Mid-40s, yeah. She mentioned that.
So she's not that far behind me. And Jesus, but like the way she had if you can pull up that video again, bro, just look at her sitting there with Yo Mama. She looks like she is trying to be a young, cool college student. I mean, that's like Florida mom thing. It's like fucking wild.
Okay, hold on.
Let's see. I'll pull that up so I can look at it. There we go.
Shit.
I can see you now.
Okay, let me get up here. I gotta find the damn fucking. Where the hell? Shit. Okay. Oh, history. Okay.
You're doing good.
I'm like.
So proud of you.
I know. I need somebody to be proud.
Right.
Wait.
Like,
okay.
Look
on the bricks.
Oh, no, go back just a little bit where she had that fucking.
That could be like, yo, Desi, you don't need
the
the
beanie
property
cap.
of the LCU no more. You could.
Is she trying to go skater shit like now? What the fuck is she doing? Like, I don't get it, bro. It's and I just mentioned the whole skater vibe shit. like trying to show up. I didn't see this. I don't watch Locale Pit. I'll be honest.
Okay, yeah.
But so I didn't see this going in. Like when I first saw it, it looked like she had a buzz cut, and now I don't know if that was a wig.
Yeah, so yes,
If she's
yes.
wearing a wig now.
That's a wig. That's a wig. Cause look at how look at her hair, how it was. Do you see how it? And she fucking cut it. She shaved it off like a freaking dumbass.
Yeah, go back to where she's dancing. Look what she's wearing.
The crop top. Hold on.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah, hold on. Where the hell? Here, let me do this. Maybe this will help because now I can't fucking find the goddamn.
Look,
right there. Can you see it?
Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Not you, stop it. Her, stop it. Like, bro, look, I make I pull no jabs. I'm old. I mean, like I said, I'm almost 50 years old. I wear bell bottoms and flannels, and I wear surfer shirts. Why? I surf. But do I dress like all these kids? No, I dress the style I like. I wear bell bottoms. I have for a few years now because it's what I like, and it looks better on my flip flops. I don't like regular jeans with my flip flops. But dude, stop trying to be everybody else. Stop trying to create, stop trying to mimic a personality you think people will like. Just fucking be you. It's like you said, making a character is fucking gross.
Yes. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you don't if you already don't have like your own character, then are you just like a zombie or what?
No, and that's the thing. I'm like this all the time. The shit I'm talking in the chat, when I get up here, like, am I serious sometimes? Yes. Like right now, I'm just like, girl, stop.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of people, but the few people, the 3 fans I have that like me because I'm volatile. That's why my name is Hostile Who's, because I get hostile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when it comes to food. I fucking love food. And if you fuck up something you're cooking on purpose, like frying salmon skin side up, I will lose my shit.
Okay.
But no, like I said, because I do a stream on Friday nights. I produce, and sometimes, rarely, I go live on Sundays.
Well,
and when I say rarely, like it's really rare.
I am now a subscriber, so I'm gonna be on the lookout.
Me and Yami might go live on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what time zone you're in, but it's Eastern. 6 o'clock.
Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
And you have a basement, so I know you're nowhere near me.
Well, I have. What's that? Wait. What's that? Are you upper east or lower? I'm having a brain fart.
I'm mid. What I'd like to tell people is I live in East Carolina.
Oh, duh. Yeah, duh. Oh, duh. Yeah, okay.
Don't slip.
I know. I'm like just making noises.
I got you.
I'm just making noises.
Yeah, so like I'm mid east. Oh, I'm in the Middle East. There you go.
There you go.
So 6 o'clock Eastern. Yami is gonna go live with me. Yami is the one that just played Buff.
Yeah, I was seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna go drag someone. Someone has been talking way too much shit.
Who is it? Like anybody that I would know, or is it
probably not?
Okay.
Her name's Carrie, bored housewife, and she's a liar. Like
bored housewife.
She's the type of person. She's the type of person that will lie.
And
3 days later say, I never said that, when it's on video.
Some people are like that. Like they think that they can just like fool everybody.
Yeah, they think everybody's stupid that watches them. Which in part we make fun. The group that I hang out with, our little corner, we make fun of her because her hug box, her followers are that dumb to believe her.
Oh my gosh. Just like the LCU and all of the people who follow Keem.
And think Keem is the greatest thing that's in sliced bread. Yeah, I just aged myself with that one.
I was actually thinking that, so not even gonna
know.
lie.
That's cool. I'm old. I get it. You youngins are all adorable.
No. Listen. So here's the thing about me though. I was not like, my dad and mom did not raise me. It was my grandparents. So
does this supposed to make me feel better?
No, it's supposed to. No, it is supposed. I grew up with my grandparents who are old school, who have. Okay, you know what I mean.
You can hand me my walker. I get it.
No. Listen. I was chopping wood when I was 8 or 9. Like, my grandpa, to this day, he's in his 70s, okay? So don't even start with the I'm old stuff, okay?
Dude, my parents are in their 80s. So you want to try that again?
No. Yes, I will, because listen, my mom was a teen mom.
I'm the youngest of 5, so.
Well, my mother had me very young. So when I
get Grandpa back to his chair, fuck you, Smoke.
Smoke's always he's there he goes.
Bring the shit. There is nothing, and this is for you too, Ash.
What's up?
Ash there is nothing anyone can say that can actually hurt my feelings. If I want my feelings hurt, I'll call one of my brothers. They know how. We didn't do hugs in my family. It was whoever had the best insult won.
Oh wow.
So, we're rude.
That's
but
funny.
no. So I was just laughing at you because like your grandparents are younger than my parents, which is I find hysterical.
Well, my mom was a little hoe, so you know.
Yeah, I don't do the hoe thing.
Well, I mean, I don't do the hoe thing either, but she still got mommy issues to this day, and whatever. That's a whole nother story for another day. It's a long story, but
did you read what I sent you in DMs about the Rax verse?
Yes, I did. Yes, okay. And I was just
now you understand.
I was like, oh, it like kind of when I was reading
they make Keem look decent.
Wow, no, really? Okay, then I'm not.
Yeah, stay the hell away from there, and that's not because I don't want you to grow or anything. I don't want anything to happen.
Right.
Marty was literally the control over there. And as soon as he passed away, there is no control.
Oh, so like
whatsoever. So they are rampant.
Wow.
And they go full cannibalism. They're like piranhas. They'll go in on their own, and they already have in the last month. They've gone after 3 of their own.
Wow.
And buried them. Yeah, that's what they do. If it gets slow, if Rax content is slow, they will bury their own just to have something to do.
No thanks. Okay, well then. Yeah. I've heard the name and I've seen the face, but I know nothing.
And that's his real face too.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. If you were anyone else, because you are a nice person and you try to be a nice person, if you were somebody like Yo Mama can handle it.
I would probably cry. I mean, here's the thing, like
you have feelings.
Correct. But if I need to be a bitch and if I need to stand my ground, I can. But if you respect me, I'll respect you. It's as simple as that. If you're an ass,
there will be none of that.
Well,
there will be none.
Well, right.
That's what I'm saying.
So thank you.
It's like trying to be logical with the illogical. It will never happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of dip.
Yeah. No,
anyway,
no.
That was it. I wanted to just yell at you for a minute, not like actually yelling at you.
I know. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon.
I'm gonna dip.
I'm gonna wrap it up soon. So Thanks for coming up.
And now that I have the power, I swear to God, don't give Mazer it right away. I am going to time him out for like 10 seconds here and there, just to fuck with him.
Can mods time out mods?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
I'm actually I'm a mod in a few streams just so people can't time me out because of the stuff I say. I am like super light with you.
Okay. So you're troll. You know what?
I don't troll. The people I troll are my friends.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, I'm mean as shit.
Well, I've seen you in Buff's chat.
Oh yeah, I just mess with him for fun.
Troll can. Okay. Troll. Okay.
Yes.
Troll's like the manager of everything.
Yes, he's your top
all
mod.
The power. Yes,
he's managing mod. He can fucking do it.
Troll. Yes. Yep. Troll is. Yep. And
he's got the power. And to touch on what we said in chat earlier, I would say if you hear something from me, Huggy, and Troll, listen to Troll.
Okay.
He's been here longer.
Okay. Oh, so you mean out of all of... Okay.
Yes. He would supersede because if you notice when he says something, I'll go, I agree. Because I agree with what he says.
Yep. Yeah.
So go with him. If he's got something better than me,
I usually do.
Go with Troll.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's
all
it.
right.
Have fun.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go to bed
Me
because
too.
I'm old and senile.
Listen, I'm hitting.
Don't you dare call yourself old. Don't.
I'm getting old.
Your grandparents are younger than my parents.
Well, let's not forget how.
Okay, that's fine. And by the way, if your mother wants to talk to an older guy, hi. So
no. Oh God, no. Did you miss? Okay, wait a minute. You might have missed something. Okay, no. My mother, she was an addict for a lot of my life. So she is a hot mess express. I don't even talk to her. So, but
I got you. Then never mind. No, thank you for saving me the pain.
Yeah, no, she's a fuck that bitch. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah. I'm kidding anyway. Like I said, I know you don't live anywhere near me because you have a basement.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because of the building codes of my state and where I'm located, I know you're not close to me because we're not allowed to have basements.
Really?
Yeah, for code.
Oh, wow.
Sand does not make a good base. And you don't want a basement under that. So everything is on pads, and all the houses are just ground floor and up, and we have crawl spaces.
Wow. Holy shit. That's interesting. My aunt lives in that like down yonder, and I was there maybe one time, but I guess she didn't have a baby. Okay.
Yeah, I told you exactly where I live.
Yeah. Okay. It's just now it's like, oh wow, light bulb, boop, it's on now.
Mm-hmm.
The light bulb turned
and
off.
that's for all the houses down here.
That's
it's because of the ground.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Now, deeper inland, yes, but I'm close to the water, hence why I surf. So.
Yeah. That is so cool.
But anyway, yeah, go on with your show. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Toodles.
All right, everybody. Hostile hooves. He's a nice fella. He's a good egg. All right. I'm glad I got lucky with lots of good eggs. I got very lucky with the eggs in my basket. You guys are good eggs. All right, guys. I need to go to bed. I'm freaking tired. I'm gonna probably watch Pit for just a little bit and then pass out. So, anyway, I hope you all have a good night. a good weekend. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, so just if you wanna, if you're subscribed, do the thingy where you have to hit the bell for notifications. Thank you, Raymond. It was so nice seeing you. McKenna, girl. I'll see you next time, girl. And tomorrow for Fuck It Up Friday, probably. I am night owling tonight. Really? What are you doing tonight? What do you have going on tonight? Me and Troll are gonna link up soon to do a stream. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So look forward to that. We just have to pick when. Watching Pit. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Pit for just a little bit, and then I'm going to bed. Oh, you're gonna be watching Pit. Oh. Yeah, I know. Troll, me too. I need to catch up on Pit too. All right. Aw, did you guys really stick it with me the whole time? Whoopsie, the screen. Aw, you guys. Aw. All right. Shoot, hold on. I felt like I was gonna do something and then I forgot. I'm freaking tired. Okay, I'm going to bed, guys. Wait. Oh my gosh, all these screens are crazy. All right, guys. Let me just pull, because I have to pull the screen up on while I was here and Bob. Well, yes, but you're just multitasking all kinds of things. Love you guys. You guys are my OGs. All right, let me get my thing here to end it, because I have to end it on that drives me nuts whenever I have to end it on Discord and then YouTube. Fucking drives me crazy. All right. Peace. I'm leaving. I'll see you guys